song, buddy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isaiah. Happy birthday to you.
The Michael Scott birthday.
There are two ways to win this game. One is to conquer 65% of the map. The second is to win the Cold War. The theme of today is Cold War. So you have to build a rocket to make it to space. You need to collect one of each of these blocks of color. It will look like this in the end. Place them. So it'll be random and pluck. We have, 16 locations they'll be on. In order to move them, say I had...
Is that how it goes here? So if you have more than 3 cubes, you can roll your 3 dice and you're attacking this.
Yeah. You have to have at least 3 of it.
Your card and you listen on Facebook.
Wait, did you roll all 3 yellow?
Yeah. He could only send 1.
You can only roll 1 less die than the amount that you have.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Troll Bar Tavern.
Welcome, everybody, to Troll Bar
What's
Tavern.
peeping, y'all?
Yeah, those sounds you just heard were from our latest adventure to another tavern run by the Zaya man himself, Isaiah. And, little birthday bash. And that's what the sound of a bunch of little fiends standing around a table, rolling dice and going to war sounds like.
Let's get some more of that lovely sound.
Let's get that muffly, grumbly.
Alright, boys.
Like 80, 90 troops around here and they nuke me. And I get to move troops around.
I don't want everybody to be bored.
Green?
Yeah, I'm not attacking you.
Okay, yeah.
Green is
One dude. By himself. Dead. Great. On to red. Dude, the whole game.
Are you gonna go for this whole piece?
Sitting there with my little islands, man. It's just chilling.
Oh, you killed it, orange.
Mexican! You lost.
Let's go again.
I lost.
I got some of your a couple of action shots of you taking over right here.
Did you?
Yeah, you are just. You'll see coming up.
Oh,
you were just pushing your little army through it, and then you kind of were established there.
Yeah. The problem I always have with these games, any kind of like war games like this, is I like to carve out a little territory and then I sit, and that's always my mistake, is I sit too long. See, look at all that pink. That's me taking over the islands. Geez, what episode was it where we did this? Was that like 2?
It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, if you guys remember that, it's the same place, a lot of the same guys, same map, same game. Isaiah like updated some stuff, changed some stuff around, tried to balance. He added that Cold War thing, which is build the rocket, get to space, win the game. But yeah, I haven't played too many Risk games, but yeah, I think I hit a point where I'm like, wow, I've got a lot of territories, I'm doing good, and then I just kind of stop. But yeah, it's definitely important to keep going, keep pushing, be more aggressive.
My man was making a good point here. Do you remember this part?
No, what was he saying?
So we weren't sure. I think here, let's let Isaiah do all the talking. Yeah.
One box. I would say that one box because as it makes its entire way around, you're giving everyone a chance to to stop it.
Then what I will say to that is that everybody that's gotten troops because they've owned a continent or taken money because they owned a whole continent and they did it once per they got the
every
box.
time they got the
need to
box,
return the
so
money
they were
and
saying, should he get a nuke each time?
I'm fine
It's
with it
like,
being...
well, we get everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's got 3.
Yeah.
We were doing, the way we were playing was,
Yeah, it was 2 rounds going like consecutively.
Yeah, 2 people were taking a turn at the same time.
So it made the game more fast paced, but also it's just like it was real easy to get buried because someone else is attacking and doing that stuff while you're doing stuff and you're trying to pay attention to it. And
it was intense.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. It was way less about like sit back, make a big like overarching strategy. It's like, all right, stuff is happening. What can I do? This turn. What can I do next turn? It's like as far as you really got. But yeah, super insane, super fun. Like I said, a lot of the same guys we played with, but a couple new faces, which is great. New to us, at least.
This is our cousin right there in the glasses. He built the map.
He's a passionate guy.
Painted all the pieces, or a lot of the pieces. He made all the cards.
Yeah, everything, other than the pieces, like, it's all made by hand. All the game mechanics are, like, based off of Risk, but he took a lot of time to really sort of flesh it out. Ugh, the carnage.
Jacob's doing really bad. I'm doing really bad.
But what'd you think, man? How do you think you did? Let me say it that way.
Oh my gosh, 1-1. Wow, that could have been lucky.
I was kind of surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
Completely surrounded where I'm at. If there's one thing I could do differently, might have changed something, because I had 2 pieces of the rocket. Actually, I had 3, but the third piece was like drifted away, like in one of my other areas.
Yeah.
So at any point, since it connects, I could have combined that piece. And the moment I did combine it is kind of when I got attacked. I could have if I just left it there and waited to move it, because you can move it at instant speed if your lands connect.
Yeah.
I would have tried to get the red piece I needed. That was the 4th piece.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was worried for you in the beginning because you were stuck in that corner.
Yeah.
And like you were just kind of like you got like a little bit of territory, but you were competing with some real powerhouses around you.
I made so many mistakes. There was I would take over most of the continent and then just be like, yeah, I'm done. Instead of just taking over the whole thing and getting paid.
Yeah.
I made so many mistakes, but it all worked out in my favor though, because the moment I got money for cards, I bought the cards, and I pulled the game winner.
Yeah, you pulled like arguably one of the best cards in there that Zaya made.
Steal any item.
Yes, and the rockets count as item. Yeah. So go ahead, dude. What was the game plan? How'd you do it?
Honestly, I gave up pretty early. I was playing on my Vita a lot.
I did see that.
Yeah, I would take my turn real quick, because it was like one turn every half hour.
Roughly, yeah.
So I'd just take my turn and then I would chill and play some God of War or something. And yeah, I figured if I could steal the rocket and fly to the moon, I would just do that. So yeah, I held on to that card. Just wanted to stay alive.
Yeah, this is all our people on YouTube. You should definitely check it out on YouTube. Adam is the guy that you stole the rocket from, and so he kind of wanted to like
he wanted to bring it down. We were gonna roll, but
he wanted to do the burrito tag. Yeah.
Oh. My friends in Mars.
So we're both wielding burritos here.
Yeah. Was it like a Nerf like material?
Yeah, it was like a cushion.
Oh, I missed it.
And he got me.
Yeah. He pegged you with the burrito.
And yeah, because we weren't sure how to end it. I stole the rocket, and Isaiah was like, "That's game. He wins."
Mm-hmm.
I guess because I didn't take my turn yet, or because he didn't use it quick enough, or I wasn't sure what happened. All I know is,
yeah,
once he got that rocket, I was stealing it.
Yeah.
So I stole the rocket. We weren't sure how to determine the end of the game, so he was like burrito dodgeball, and I was like, I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like, let's do
Just
it.
saying 2 words, and you're like, all right,
Yeah,
bud.
I was like, let's do it. And he disappeared. He comes back with these burrito cushions.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So he's actually the winner.
Yeah. He won the quote quote the roll off,
Yeah,
which is how we settled everything up until then.
yeah. I didn't want to roll dice,
Yeah.
or I really didn't care, honestly.
No,
He was
no.
just like burrito.
He was hyped for the burrito.
dodgeball.
Yeah, but I think it was actually smart of you. I mean, you were in the corner and you weren't like the biggest threat on the table. But once you got that card, you did like the smartest thing you could do, which was just hang back, right? Make yourself as little a threat as possible, because you just had to wait it out. Like, you didn't have to get the rocket. There's no way you're getting 65% of the map. You're just like, I just gotta wait for someone else to build it. And then you're just like, yoink, as soon as it was constructed.
Yeah, it wasn't real deep. I kind of just gave up. But like, I was in a position where I held on to my continent. I was making a little bit of money from this, and nobody needed to get through me anymore. Everyone messed me up because there's a waterway behind me and 3 other directions.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter that I'm in the corner. There's still pretty much like 4 directions I can get attacked from.
Mm-hmm.
At least 3. And yeah. And Isaiah was talking about like new strats and all that. I'm pumped.
Yeah. He's real passionate about like kind of evolving this game into something, and we kind of offered up to help him out, and I mean, we've been playing things like Magic. I mean, that was probably our biggest thing, was the cards. All of his cards are like instant speed. So like some of them are a little bit too strong to just be able to play whenever you want.
Yeah, that was one suggestion we could add. We can make cards either playable at instant speed, any speed, or it can only be played on your turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Stuff
sorcery
like that.
speed to just like play anytime. You can play only on your turn. Just to kind of like balance out like the really strong cards.
Yeah, and I'm glad he added a new way to win.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it made it it made it really, really cool that it wasn't just like kill everybody. Like, it's like, hey, like, I mean, I guess even controlling 65% of the map is an alternate win con versus literally killing everybody on the planet. As like an alternate strat, or alternate win con, but having basically a third win con is also super cool. And I would love to play Cold War again. I'd also love to see like if another idea, because that one was so freaking such a banger that like I'm just excited to see what this dude comes up with, because he's doing work with that game, really putting in his time with it. I think you can tell.
I love it because that's what we did growing up. You know,
little house rules,
holiday events. We'd be like, let's just make our own game. Like, we need a pencil and paper.
Oh yeah, the gun game and a bunch of other stuff.
A bunch of variations of it. Yeah. Like, today we're playing gangsters. Like, what's gangsters? Okay, you can have someone on like protect you.
Yeah, it's like the gun game, but it's got these extra.
They can hold your money. Yeah, it was basically, I remember the one, it was like, all right, well, there's certain cards that combine with each other. So if you get all 3 of them, you win the game.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to keep tabs on who you're trading with. And yeah.
And for everybody who doesn't know, because this was like a little in-house deal, the gun game was just like a bunch of little fiends running around the house with guns, quote, quote.
Yeah, we were like 10.
Yeah. And like we have like a money system and like a trade system, and there's a card like sub strategy going on. And you could just, like, you could hold people up and rob them with a gun if you sneak up on them, or you can get into, like, a gunfight and shoot them. And, like, there's, like, a whole bunch of just, like, this, like, psychological, like, Mexican standoff. Like, are you gonna draw? Are you gonna draw? Are you gonna draw? Like, don't shoot me, bro. We can walk away. We can be cool. And we're, like, freaking 10 years old. Just be like, bro, put down your gun. I'll put down my gun. It's fine.
Yeah, and that's funny because little Isaiah there that put that game together, I would use him. I would let him hide my cards, dude. If I had like 2 of the best cards, like I'd make him hide one, and he would just kind of be my bodyguard.
Yeah.
And this was before that like became part of the game. I was just like, yeah, today I'm gonna have a bodyguard. He's gonna hold on to my cards.
Got that hired muscle.
Yeah, and I mean he doesn't lose. He can't lose. I'm giving him money. Yeah, that was my dude.
Paid him for his services.
Yeah, and like I think they kind of I remember them sniffing it out.
Yeah.
They were like, "Why is Isaiah always hanging around Jesse?
Yeah,
why is he over there in the corner giggling?
Why you guys never shoot each other? Like,
yeah, something's going on over there."
But the other big news, my guy, Turtle WoW got its patch. Dun, dun, dun. The mysteries of Azeroth have grown. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that just dropped tonight?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I don't know. I hopped on for Raid, and I think it might have because other people, or maybe, I don't know. I really don't know.
Maybe they have a post on their Twitter, but yeah, we found out about that tonight.
Did it?
On the 3rd.
And a new young baby was born.
A little bald baby with a little goatee. Yeah, that is Doglock, the human hunter.
Did you get all your glyphs yet?
So, bottom right. Well, all right. Let's start up in the spell book on the left. Okay. I'm having a hard time reading.
What are you pointing at? Slow and steady.
Slow and steady is the turtle glyph.
Challenge. Vagrant's Endeavor challenge.
Yes, and then there should be another one.
There's no other challenges, but you do have a glyph down there. This glyph prevents you from gambling.
Yes. So the vagrant one is you can only use grays and whites, like equipment.
Oh, I thought it was completely naked.
Nah. You can use grays and whites.
Oh, well, can you still equip a green, or does it prevent you?
It prevents you.
Oh, that's cool.
Until you're level 60, and then you can equip whatever you want.
Okay, but like so you don't mess up.
Yeah. And I got the turtle one, which is you get less experience. Slow and steady. Yeah. I also got the restless one, which is you don't get rested XP, but all of your weapon skills grow twice as fast. And because there's I think there's a title tied to each one of them. And then
no rested, less experience. I think turtle is also, if I die, I lose 5% of my experience. And do you know why that's this challenge is so amazing? Because turtle has little boosts to your XP, unlike any of the other version of classic. Basically, they have those little tents and that extra, so you can just grind to 60 and focus on grinding gear if you want, or you could not just do it classic way, which is hard, but even harder than that. And it's turtle gives you so many options.
Yeah,
it's crazy
to kind of just build your character and play how you want to play.
Yeah, instead of just having to play one way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a role-playing server. You should be able to play the character how the character should play. But this glyph of self-restraint, I didn't know it was coming out. I googled it. I couldn't find any info on it, but it says whatever the word is, it's oh, you can't gamble whenever you have this. And I'm like, what does that even mean? What do I even gamble on? And the first thing that came to my mind was fucking loot drops. When you need loot drops and you roll the dice, I think it prevents you from rolling.
Okay.
On gear.
Well, you probably wouldn't even...
Exactly. It's not a big deal because I'm also doing the Vagrant thing. So, like, there's
Yeah.
no point in me even trying to roll for greens and blues.
Yeah, so it's just another title
It
challenge.
might be, yeah, it's another challenge. It might turn into a title. I have no idea. But like I said, I Googled it. I couldn't find any information about this glyph. But I picked it up because I was like, screw it. But the main thing I wanted to ask you about that is, should I get War Mode as well? I get 30% more XP, but because of slow and steady, if I die, I lose 5% of my XP. And I'm always in PvP.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Don't do it?
No, and that's also like... why would you do a challenge that gives you less XP and then do another challenge that gives you XP?
I don't know. That was a question. I was like, is it even worth doing like that? Because it's like,
I don't know. I would figure out what you want, because like none of that is like my alley. Like,
yeah. I think I didn't get it yet, but I was teetering on it because I'm like, I mean, it'd be cool, but honestly, this character, Doglock, is going to be my completion character. I'm gonna try to get everything on this one, dude.
This is a big dog.
This is the big dog.
This is playing them all winter.
This is the first day of big dog time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get freaking Lore Keeper. I'm gonna try to get Cartographer. I'm gonna like get all these challenges, man. I'm gonna be going with this dude.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just gonna get him to level 60, and then half these challenges drop or don't even matter anymore. And then I gotta go from level 60 whites to getting like my raid gear and stuff. Level 60 is gonna be a big day for this little dude. This little boy. This little bambino.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, this is what I was waiting for, is the Human Hunter patch to drop. And then the new glyphs. I've just been sitting.
You see that racial ability perception? You know what that is?
Yeah, it lets you detect hidden peoples better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah. I don't think humans are the best class or race to pick for hunter, but I like the idea of a human hunter. It's more for role playing more than anything. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
This dude isn't meant to be like a PvP or like a raid boss or anything like that. He's just a dude I would really want to play. Because there's too many elf hunters. I don't want to be a dwarf or a gnome hunter. So for Alliance, that's really. Well, I guess I could be a blood elf hunter, but I don't want to be a blood elf hunter either.
Shout out to little Zach.
Oh man,
I think today might be his birthday, actually.
It's funny to jump on dog. You just wanted to die.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh my god, he came right for me when he saw that camera on him. Yeah, I'm just getting some background footage. Once he started screaming, I was like, you know what? I got a camera on me. I can't not.
Oh, dude.
What happened?
This used to be me, man. I mean, look at that face. He's just staring into your soul. Just like,
my god.
I'll kill you, bro. Turn off that camera.
Love it.
I used to get like so emotional about games, especially when I was losing.
That emotional?
Not screamy. I would get sad, like really, really sad, and I'd like cry a bunch. And it just like it turned into one of those things where it's like, if a game makes me like so sad to the point where I'm gonna cry, I'm not gonna play that game. And I'm dealing with that with my kids a little bit. Because John, he doesn't take losing well. Like, he doesn't, like, break down and, like, throw a tantrum or anything. But, like, he gets sad. Sometimes he cries, and he's just like, I need a minute. And he'll go up to his room and calm down and come back. Joe is the one that gets all screamy like that. He just gets, I can't win. It's not fair. I hate this. And I'm like, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, let's take a break and
Switch
chill
to
our
the
grills.
Game Boy.
Yep, let's get to a different game. This one's making you too emotional. Let's take a break. Take a little siesta, my dude. But it's
Saddle up, young boy.
it happens, man. People get emotional playing games. There's adults out there just breaking keyboards as we speak.
Dude, that was me.
Breaking keyboards?
If I had to guess how many mice I've broken,
Oh
this is
no.
a genuine guess. Dude, at least a dozen.
Really? Well, you play competitive games
Yeah.
too. That's the other thing.
At least a dozen, yeah.
I probably would have broken
I don't
bunch.
slam anything now. I'm
Yeah.
good. Like, I'm not getting the number one today. I accept that.
Yeah, I never really got into competitive games, but I could definitely see how like someone could break a bunch of mice and like keyboards or screens. Oh yeah. There's compilation videos with like the gamer rage, and it's just some little Russian child just screaming.
Oh, dude, you
They
just...
punch a monitor.
It's like a ball and chain. You just unplug that mouse and you swing it around the room a couple times. Find the heaviest object in your bedroom and just...
Just a Sephiroth music playing in the background. Sephiroth! Whoosh.
Yeah.
I've, that's so wild. I've only had one mouse break on me, and it's just from overuse. Like
Wow.
the clicker,
What a record.
my left click burnt out, like the
One and
spring in
done.
it broke. Yeah. Now
and
I'm on
done.
this other crappy mouse. It's not a gaming mouse at all. It's just like a Dell 2-button clicker.
Yeah, dog, saw this amazing post the other day on Reddit.
Yes.
I'm remastering the PS2 version of the game with the help of Nomad Colossus. Also, I'm in charge of textures and visual design of Project Tribute. Which, don't let me forget
Okay.
to talk about HD Diablo 2.
HD Diablo 2.
Because I forgot last week.
Diablo Immortal?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Now I'm excited about it. I'll definitely remind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus, I never actually played, but I
That's
watched a playthrough. Game Grumps is a YouTube channel I really like. And they did a playthrough of Shadow of the Colossus. And so I've seen the game, but I've never played the game. But it looks freaking awesome, and I can't imagine an HD remastered version of it, because it's just looking better. It's gotta look better.
Yeah. So remaster. So
Yeah.
this is going to be from scratch, maybe.
That would be fire. Using a new like a more modern gaming like system
Yeah.
to like render and everything.
So I don't know much about this game. I've never beat it or anything. Didn't play it as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Just recently started dabbling in the past like year or two.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kept seeing it, and basically you're just taking down these gigantic bosses. There's no quests or anything. It's just you got to go out there, find one of these giants, and take them down.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, it's. I know Tears of the Kingdom came out a little bit ago, but if anybody out there is playing Breath of the Wild, it's like Breath of the Wild. Obviously, it's not as like expansive or in depth with like all the crafting and the food and blah 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 blah. But you're this little person. I don't even know if it's a man or like a dude or a chick. I don't know. You ride on a horse. You've got a cool little sword. And you climb on these beasts like you do the divine beasts in Breath of the Wild. And you scale them and fight them. So it's kind of got like a Dark Souls feel to it as well. It's just these big hulking monsters that will squash you. And you've got to parkour around them, climb all over the place, get on top of them, hit the weak points, like the whole 9 yards. But aside from that, it's just like a little like platforming. It's got a lot of parkour elements, a lot of ledge climbing and jumping and blah blah blah. But
I love how he just shows this real quick. Like you could see how this is just pixeled water real bad.
yeah,
And then here it actually has like a brush reflection. And then
it's actually reflecting parts of the wall too.
yeah,
Because
I think that's probably what this was trying to do as well.
yeah. It's probably just not as well. I mean, it's a PlayStation 2 system. I mean, they could only do so much with it back then. The technology just wasn't strong enough. It looks great, dude. Like I said, the original one looked good. So this is gonna look awesome.
Yeah, he posted 19 pics. Just drops it out of nowhere. Yo,
Just, hey.
I'm remastering this awesome game. Shout out to this guy. What's his name? Sad Origami.
Sad Origami. My guy.
Taking down giants.
Dude. I love what people are doing right
do
now,
it.
man. Just these new games, man. Some of them have the substance. They have the good story. They have the good graphics. They have the good everything going for them. But I think we talked about this a little bit with Nintendo. Aside from like the big Nintendo titles, like the Marios, the Kirbys, the Pokemon, the Zeldas, there's just not that much new stuff really coming out. It's kind of just like, hey, we've got these franchises that are super successful. Let's just keep making them. But back in like the PS, well, really all the eras, but even the PS2 era, it was just like, hey, like we have this weird concept for a game, like this weird idea that
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never has, like, this isn't like, Shadow of the Colossus 17. This isn't like, hey, what if we just had, like...
I was thinking about, I'm like, how many games just originated off, like, the PS2? Like, it was just, like, their first...
Had to be so many,
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. I was looking through all the old Game Boy games, and it's the same thing. Like, there's the big heavy hitters, like the Donkey Kongs and the Marios and the Zeldas all coming through. But there's also just a lot of just one-off games. Like, hey, let's try this. And then that's it. They never made a second one. It never got ported to like a new system or anything. It was just like, hey, let's try this idea. Let's try this weird game, concept. What's peeking up there, dude? But,
got some new games.
It always just, it kind of felt more like people were trying to get a feel of like what games should be, how games should play, so they were just throwing out random stuff all the time. Games were popping up and you're like, I have no idea what this is about. I've never heard of it. Let's play it.
For some reason, these awesome Star Wars games are giving me trouble, but I think with a little bit of tweaking, they'll be fine.
I have heard that the GameCube emulators aren't too great yet.
Yeah,
They
it's
still
like
need some work.
90% of the games run fine, but there's a couple that don't. And for some reason, my controller is not working with the DBZs.
Man, that's when you want the controller too, is those fighting games.
Oh yeah, I was trying to play the second one, I think. And like right at the beginning, like it goes memory card, blah blah blah, and like you can skip through that, and then all of a sudden the credits come, like the beginning scenes, and you can't skip. So I waited. I listened to this song at least 20 times.
Oh no!
In a row. Just every time I changed the control, I'd go back in and I had to sit and listen to this DBZ song. Dragon.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dude, I don't know what it is. So, luckily I have the other one. Got the ROM for that, and that it doesn't work either.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Huh.
We won't be playing that here.
Bummer. That is a bummer. I used to rent those games a lot just to get like a good fighting game. And remember the one I think I rented the most was Dragon Ball Z Tenchi Budokai 3 or something like that. They just kept adding like words to the titles and numbers. Yeah. Like, oh, we added new characters, or there's a new storyline, or like new fights or whatever. Because the campaign was you did all of the fights that were in the show. So like you're just at one point you're Goku versus Frieza, and then you've got to like freaking you're fighting Raditz, and you're fighting Vegeta, and like all that stuff. And there's I don't think there was character customization yet, but you could play online. I never did. The computer was challenging enough. You wouldn't download a car, would you?
Yeah.
Dude, that's old commercials.
I saw a great parody of that. I gotta find it.
I don't remember where it was from, but I remember like someone was talking about it. They're like, oh, like you wouldn't download a car, and someone was like, I freaking would if I could. Are you kidding me?
What you talking about?
Dude, give me a freaking Lambo and just pop that bad boy right through my modem.
But yeah, man, before Resurrected came out, I was playing. You use a legit version of Diablo 2, so you need that.
I got that.
Which you got that.
I got them discs just sitting in my closet.
There's an incredible mod in Community, and what they did is basically what Turtle's doing.
They're bringing it back.
They like added content to D2, and they made the graphics better. Yeah. And it's like, it was kind of hard to walk away from, but at the same time, like, I was so psyched for Resurrected. And after like 6 months of no-lifing that, I don't like it anymore.
Oh no.
But
like, you just burned out, or like the game wasn't as good as you were hoping?
I just like took it way too extreme. And like I did everything. Like, I can go grind the endgame stuff by myself, solo it, and get the materials I need to spawn the last portal or whatever, to go get the best torches for your character. And literally the first torch I got, dude, was... So, you know what the torches are?
No, I have no idea. I've never played Resurrected.
Okay, it's like an endgame...
Is it like an endgame currency?
It's an endgame, like... what the hell is it? Like a charm.
Okay.
And they're class specific, so it could be for any class. And there's 2 stats on it that can change. At the most, they can be at 20s. At the lowest, they can be 10s. So when you get it, it randomly generates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously 2020 is the best. And then there's like another thing, I think, that the number slightly changes. But either way, first torch I got for the Paladin. Paladin torch. 2018 were the numbers. And I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, done.
I'm good. I don't have to be the best. I'll settle with 2018.
They're like, bro, get ready for the grind. Get ready for the grind. And it was like, fair.
I got a couple more. I got one. I think I did not get a mage one. That's like the rarest, I think. That was always the most expensive, were the mage torches. But I got like 3 more for my other characters. Just got burnt out.
Yeah.
I was playing solo too, which didn't help.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of just grinded too hard. I would like to go back to this and see what's been going on with this. I think it's called Project Diablo 2.
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
I mean, because like, and I'm digging what Turtle Wow's doing, and like, it seems like that I hope what happens to all these games that are slowly getting like remastered and rebuilt by the fans and the communities go and do what Turtle Wow is doing, where, okay, cool, we've recreated everything exactly how it was. Why don't we, like, start adding stuff?
Yeah, without ruining it.
No, just 100%. Like, let's say the Need for Speed one that I'm still pretty psyched for.
They have added stuff.
Yeah, just add a few more cars, add more colors, add more
Yeah.
decals. It doesn't even have to be like, oh, we added a whole new racetrack. It's like, just give me some more options for customization,
Dude,
my
I can't
guy.
wait.
Give me some different color LEDs, like, underneath my car.
I told you I just started forming the our underground posse.
You recruiting?
I've already started recruiting, yeah. For our legal drag racing sessions. That's gonna be fun, man. Hopping on Discord, like, yeah, let's
Heck
drag real
yeah.
quick.
Racing for pink slips and our junkers.
I'm pumped. I'm trying not to be impatient. Because I
No.
want to play, like, right now.
Gotta be patient, my dude. Turtle Wow just came out with an update. We got stuff we can do. We're also gonna be playing another game coming up.
What are we playing?
Resident Evil 4,
For
maybe?
HD. Let's go.
I don't think I've seen the HD graphics. I'm still going off of the...
Should I bring it up? Should
Yeah.
I show you where I'm at? I'm not too far, but
Yeah.
I started playing a little bit.
Well, I've already played the game, like, entirely. So, like,
Let's do it. Let's
you're
bring
not
it
going
up.
to spoil anything for me.
Let me make sure the volume doesn't kill anybody.
Bruh.
Yeah, man. What's your game of the week? Jump
Um,
into it. What's peeping?
my game of the week... I really don't know which one I've played the most, but I did want to talk about Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Just last night, I 100%ed it. Like,
Did everything.
I beat all the levels, I saved all the Waddle Dees, I collected all the little bobbleheads, I beat the 3rd level tournament, which was ridiculous. I wish I could have recorded that somehow. I got to the final boss fight, and literally, my dude, I had one hit on me. And one hit left, and I'd have to restart the whole tournament. And I'm like, alright, well, I'm probably not beating this guy, so let me just, like, try to learn, like, his attack patterns. That way I'm set up for the next time I get through here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I was just casually doing it, and just, like, hitting him whenever I could, and, like, okay, I gotta move here, and, like, then he does this, and then he does that. Got it. And, I look down, and he's, like, at half health. And I'm like, oh, I'm actually doing okay. Like, let's just see how far I can get him. Because, like, the next time he hits me, I'm dead.
Damn.
And I killed him.
You did it.
I did it, dude. On, like, 1 HP. I beat Chaos Elfin, or what is he? He turns into a giant, like, blob of chaos, and he shoots lasers, and turns into a big, like, fireball, and it's...
It's madness.
It's super cool, because what it is the tournaments are, you have to fight all of the bosses, and then the third one is you have to fight all of the, like, nightmare version of the bosses, plus the endgame boss, and then they added in an extra endgame boss that's only in the final tournament. So you have to beat all of these dudes that you already beat in one go, right? It's like fighting the Elite Four in Pokemon. You've got to battle them one after another.
Yeah.
Make it all the way to the end, and then you have to fight a boss you've never fought before. And yeah, did that. Collected all the collectibles, beat all the mini games, and I got a cool little, like, end screen that's like, hey, congrats, you 100% of the game, my dude. You get a little photo in your house.
Dude, I cannot remember the last game I actually 100%ed.
It's been a while for me. It's been a while for me, but I used to do that all the time. Like, I would just find a game and I'd play it till I 100%ed it.
That's how you do it.
I think the first one I ever did it to was, I think it was Spyro 2 for the PlayStation. Because, my friend did it, and then he told me, he's like, yo, dude, if you 100% Spyro 2, you get the upgraded Fire Blast all the time, and it's just like having a rocket launcher for a mouth. And you just shoot, like literal, like, fire bombs at people.
This is the way.
Yeah, and you get that all the time once you 100% the game. And I was like, oh, heck yeah! And so I got that. And then I replayed the game with that, and that was super fun, because I beat that super quick. And, yeah, I think after that is when I was like, dude, if they keep putting hidden stuff at the end of these games, I'm just going to keep 100%ing them.
Yeah.
And I like what they did with Resident Evil 4. Whenever you 100% the game, you get the typewriter, which is infinite ammo machine gun. And you get the special outfit for Leon, and then the special outfit for Ashley, so that she can't take damage. The like, medieval knight outfit.
I think I saw that in the remake.
Yeah.
We're not playing the remake. We won't be playing the remake.
I think it was in the original.
No, yeah, it is. I'm just
Okay.
saying I saw someone using her, and or they were playing as a female. It was like an extra game mode.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
I think I have that as well.
it's funny because when she's in the armor, if you aim a gun at her face, like, the face mask goes clink and, like, shuts down to protect her.
Nice.
And then you take the game off of her and it opens up again. But, like, there's those, like, little escort missions towards the end. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody who doesn't know what this freaking, like, 20-year-old game is like or whatever. But, yeah, you're an agent sent to this crazy village to go save, like, the president's daughter. But you eventually get her, and there's, like, escort her through, like, a castle with there's, like, a dude attacking, and he's got, like, a chainsaw or a sickle or something. I can't remember. But with the armor, she just gets slapped around a bunch, but never actually takes any damage. So you can just, like, lazily walk through the rest of that, like, those missions, which were the most stressful for me. Escort missions are always rough.
Least favorite?
Yeah, because, like, I can take care of myself, right? I can outrun, I can out-juke, I can outshoot, like, any problems I come across, but dealing with, like, derpy AI...
No, thank you.
It's the worst. I hate it. I hate escort missions. And, like, protect this person. Like, oh, like, no.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. I want to protect myself. Single player RPG, please. Whoa.
I'm gonna take all this out.
Stare into the abyss.
Don't worry, this will all be not here.
The other game I've probably played the most is Pokemon Anneal.
Yeah, that was a long answer, dude.
Yeah, well, I was excited. Like I said, it's been a while since I 100% of the game, so pretty hyped. But yeah,
We'll
Pokemon
scoot your
Anneal.
chair up.
Yeah, I will do a little scoochy scooch.
Get you ready for next week.
Oh boy,
You're gonna have to use. Well, I guess you could.
yeah, I can look.
But if you don't want any delay, just scoot your chair up and use the screen. Yeah, your triggers.
Are the aims? Yeah.
Yeah, those are gonna be your attacks.
Let's do it. Try to clear this village.
I did,
Alright,
but honestly, I've only beat this game once, So it's all... Like, I remember a lot of the beginning, like the first half. But everything's still pretty surprising to me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember some of the bosses coming up, but... having fun, though.
Do you know about the fish in the lake?
The boss?
Kinda, yeah. Not the actual battle. So, in one mission, you fight, like, the giant fish, and you're in a boat, and you gotta, like, harpoon it and stuff like that, and blah, 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 blah. If you go to the lake before that, and you just, like, shoot the water a bunch, he'll jump out of the water and kill you. And you've got to reload your last save. Because you, like, disturb the water. It doesn't do anything. Except...
I have not played this game since...
We'll do it. It'll be super funny.
Since I was, like, 16 or 17.
Man, it stinks. Yes, totally. You can kill all the animals. I don't know why you...
Yeah, I think I cleared this too.
Alright.
But,
yeah. So here's at the stinking pull of manure. Got 3 bullets.
if you won't, there's a quick way to turn around. Yeah.
Dude, that was digging deep into the muscle memory thing, because I was like, how do I turn around again? And I was just like, oh, probably just back.
Yeah, that's like, you have to have that in this game, because if you don't do that, you're screwed.
Oh yeah, because like this is how fast I turn around, and you can't like move and turn really. It's like, it's not good. So if you are like, but I remember shooting the birds and getting ammo out of them.
Yeah, when's the last time you played this?
I'm trying to think what system it was.
It's either PS2 or GameCube.
I
don't know if it was on the original Xbox.
don't think it was. I want to say PS2 was the last time I played this thing, and I played it with Josh. We played the crap out of it. We 100%ed it, and never picked it up again. Like I said, I might have the disc still.
Careful.
What?
That's still too close, probably.
Alright, well, let's see. How do we do this? Crouchy crouch? Nope.
Get the bard warmed up for the live stream.
I mean, I can shoot it, but like I don't want to waste the bullet.
That's fine.
There we go. This'll take care of that bomb. I'll stab it. Yeah, just go around it. Trap. Quit making me walk over there, bro.
I guess I looted this too. I must be, I just
did.
did this part. The big dude came through. He let me live. I did a bit.
Yeah. No, I'm just running around exploring, bro.
Yeah. I was thinking about playing this on the emulator, and just like before with Silent Hill, I'm like, I think I could do better. I think I could get something that looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is like, hey, if you're gonna emulate them, like,
Gotta look good.
yeah, why not get them up to like some...
Pumped, dude. Pumped to play this through. I'm pretty sure I've only played it through one time. And that's because old Mike B was like, "Wanna buy my GameCube?"
Buy my GameCube, boy?
Or you know what? No, I think we just beat it. Just straight up on his GameCube. He was like, "You never played this? You have to play it."
You gotta play it. That looks like the right way to go.
I did end up buying his GameCube though.
Did you?
Yeah, I got one game with it. Luigi's Mansion.
Oh,
And I was like, this game is lame.
I liked it.
But I like it now. I like it now. At the time now, I was like,
Yeah. Oh, what's this kid's game?
we could just go snipe each other in Halo. Just like
Do I have to go into the inventory?
aim in. Just like aim down. No, you don't have to do that.
Whoop.
You can, but I think you can do it that way. But aim down and then hit B? Or hit X maybe?
Nope.
A? There
There we go.
we go. Yeah.
Great. Look at that.
Oh, it'll come back.
Yeah. I've got to, it's funny because we're using an Xbox controller and, so
So it's accurate.
yeah, just,
Because the buttons they're showing you are Xbox. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. That's the thing. Is like again, I played this on the
It's
PlayStation.
It's not PlayStation.
I know it's not PlayStation.
No, that's what you're saying in your head when you see the X. You're like, it's
Yeah.
not PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. It's so it's throwing me off a bit, and
Yeah.
also I haven't played this game in years. All right,
Yeah,
I have no
come
idea where
back.
to go. So.
Actually, yeah. So we'll be playing this like 4 days live stream.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this, be on the lookout.
Look out for locals. Yes, we'll be streaming it on YouTube. I don't know, biscuit.
Hopefully, with the webcam.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, we'll see. I just wish mine worked. I like mine. It's like perfect to me.
Hmm.
It's like the perfect shitty quality.
Perfect.
It's like, yeah, shitty, but good enough.
All right. Well, I'm lost.
Good
as
on this, yeah.
I don't know where I'm
You got some muscle memory back.
Yeah. I'll get it, but I don't know where I am and where I'm supposed to go. So I think it's good.
Gotta
It's
call
good.
it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. You got a game of the week? What's going on with you?
What is my game of the week? Good question.
Is it this lady and her spoon? Her spoon?
Yes.
Because you've been bouncing around a lot between your PSP, and I mean, I know you're still rating on WoW, but I don't know how much you're playing outside of the rating.
Well, the thing is, winter's coming. I'm already starting to feel the mood to grind a new character. Oh, hell yeah. El Coca-Cola. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, right now, I'm only playing WoW like 6 hours a week. Not even. Which, it's not a lot for me.
It's not a lot for you, yeah. I've been playing like 0 hours a week, man.
This week, man, I've been skating. I've been skateboarding. My dude gave me a brand new board, brand new deck. So I've been skating. I've been filming the boys. We hit a little skate park in Elwood.
Yeah, by the
It's awesome.
by the what is it? Ewing Park?
Ewing Park.
Yeah.
My first time there.
Yeah, I take the boys out there. We had the family reunions, and also like just whenever we're in the mood, we'll drive out there, let them play in the big wooden castle and everything.
Yeah.
And but we walk past the skate park, and there's always a bunch of fiends just hanging out, yelling at dudes at the basketball court. And
Dude, I totally thought I sucked. I was like, man, I lost all my tricks. Like, I can't do anything.
Mhm.
But got this new deck, and all of a sudden I'm like popping all my old tricks.
It's just the board was crap, man.
Yeah, the board I had was very old and waterlogged and just pretty beat up. And shout out to Vinny, who is definitely my Bard of the Week. Just get that out there now. Yeah, he's just like, you want this deck? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm sure I have something I could trade you in collateral. He's like, you're making me skate vids. I'm like, all right. True that. Yeah. He also hooked me up with old skate DVDs right there. Jackass, CKY.
Oh, man.
Got a bunch of different stuff. Shout out to Vinny. Also, yeah, hold on. This is my game of the week, though. I gotta think. What have I played the most this week?
Yeah, what'd you say to me? That was a long story. One question.
Like, oh, long ass answer. I forgot it. I completely forgot about the question.
Yeah.
Jeez. I've been doing a lot of reading this week, man. So, like, game of the week is king. I've been playing.
Dude, sometimes my game of the week has just been like, oh, I only gamed for 2 hours this week, so I guess that's my game of the week.
Jeez. It's probably just League. Again. A lot of ARAMs. If not, Turtle WoW. But yeah, a lot of reading this week. A lot of doing outside shit.
You should,
touching the grass. But let me grab some.
Yeah, it's gonna get cold soon, dude, and then you're just gonna be stuck inside anyway, so gotta get out there and get it while you can. Ooh. Oh yeah! These board games.
Also from Sir Vinny.
Vinny! You might be my Bard of the Week. We got Kadoo. A brain game. Gets kids thinking. Definitely need that. I gotta think, my man. We got
What is that monster looking?
Humans! Send more humans! The Bloody as Hell edition.
You want me to read it? You got it.
Yeah, I got it. You used to be a cheerleader, lawyer, doctor, etc., but now you are a zombie. Hold on, let me get that. These pesky humans keep trying to kill you, but why? All you want is some nice, delicious brains. They have plenty. Perhaps if you infected more humans, it wouldn't be a problem. In humans! You choose to be a zombie. You have some abilities due to your newfound state of being, quote, quote. Other abilities are determined based on your, quote, quote, pre-zombie occupation. Now your job is to wander around town trying to infect as many people as possible. You know, to help your cause. Humans features a 20-tile map deck and 40-card event/weapon deck, a wound deck, a capture deck, rules dice, 60 human victim figures, and 60 new zombie figures in 6 different poses. 10 of each pose. It's sweet. It's the art on it is like the old like horror movies.
I'll add the cover photo to the video.
Yeah.
So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it.
This is sick, man. What else we got?
I love this art.
It's very retro, very cool.
Yeah.
Forbidden Island adventure if you dare. 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. Whoop. Turn it around.
Dog. It's a little gold mine right here.
Dude.
It's awesome.
It's sick. There's more in there.
6 board games from Vinny for us.
Munchkins. I have Munchkins, dude. It's freaking sweet. This is the awful green things from outer space. Steve Jackson game. It's pretty cool. I haven't even heard of any of these other than Munchkin.
Humans! You choose to be the zombie. Okay, the awful green things from outer space. Steve Jackson. By Tom Wham.
Yeah, a lot of Steve Jackson games, actually. Munchkin is super cool. It's just like a little joke thingy based on D&D, but you and a bunch of people are competing in a dungeon, like kill monsters, you get experience, you level up, but you can also like fight each other, steal items from each other, so it's also competitive.
Yeah, I think we looked over that a little bit.
Yeah. And then this is cool. Freaking choose your own adventure board game. Multiplayer board game. The House of Danger. Based on the book by R.A. Montgomery.
You trying to play that first out of all these?
You can play it. I mean, I'm down to play any of these, man.
I'm concerned about what I'm playing first, because these are all hard to choose from.
Yeah.
Humans looks good.
Yeah.
Humans are looking alright.
Let's do humans.
Let's do it. Right now.
Right now. Get ready for a brand new episode of Trollbar Tavern, where we play a game never before done. Yeah, that is awesome. Faux real. I have a bunch of board games, but most of them are like I don't know what you'd call them, but they're like older sort of things, like Checkers and Pictionary, and I've got like Battleship. I've got a bunch of games, but these newer, like, there's like RPG elements, and like it's like 2 to 6 players, and you're doing stuff, and kind of actually celebrating like nerd and geek culture a little bit.
Yeah, I was actually just searching for a nerd trivia calendar. There's something new for every day. It's like a little challenge.
I think I have a nerd trivia game, actually. And it's just like ask you like questions about like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and like all these different stuff.
The last one I looked at, it named just video game characters. And I think I got like 3 out of 6 or something.
Yeah.
Not very good. 2 out of 5. I didn't do very well.
Dude, we like to play games. That doesn't mean we know anything about them. Yeah, I'll have to dig that out and send a picture. Because I think I've only played it like once or twice. So there's no way I've seen all the cards. And I don't remember them anyway. It's like, superheroes and all the stuff that the nerds love. Pokemans.
Pokemon. Yeah, man, I like the latest Poke episode so far. Didn't finish it yet, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Did you start over?
Yes. I pushed myself.
All your boys.
Yeah, dude. I told myself that, like, hey, I'm gonna complete a Nuzlocke kind of deal, so this is my 4th run at it. I'm recording everything because it's kind of like a challenge mode sort of deal, and it's on the computer, so like I could hack it if I really wanted to, but I don't want to, and I could like cheat it and cheese it, like blah blah blah. No, because I'm cheating. Everybody's watching, and I'm cheating myself too. So this is my 4th run because I just keep making mistakes. But I'm switching up how often I'm playing because I think that's part of my problem. I was putting out an episode a week, but I was only playing once a week. And so I wasn't really, like, getting good at the game. And I wouldn't remember what I did, like, last week.
Must play more.
Yeah, so I've increased to where, like, I'm playing at least every day. I'm playing and, like, trying to make progress. Because, I mean, you think about that. You think about any game, like League of Legends even. Right? There's no way you can get good at League of Legends playing once a week. Like, an hour a week.
No.
Like, you'd need to, like, fiend on that. Play it every day at least. multiple hours.
You're gonna
a day.
need at least 13 years to catch up to me, boy. No, not you. I'm talking to whoever's out there listening.
Yeah,
You're 13 years behind, boy.
yeah. So I mean, I just kind of changed my way of like thinking and playing, and so I'm getting through the game faster even now because like I'm just like, listen, I don't have to fight everybody. I know where most of the rival battles are by now. Up to this point, and you know the dudes are fresh. Like, oh yeah, I just used this dude yesterday, so I remember his abilities and his attacks, and you know the general strat with these dudes. Instead of like, dude, it's been a week since I touched this game. I don't remember what I did yesterday, let alone last week. So, I've got good hopes for this, but yeah, just taking it a little bit more seriously, you know. Not only that, but, you know, putting more effort into the thumbnails. That was a big thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And, geez, what else? Just in general, just putting more effort into it. Because I don't want to be on run, like, 58, you know, 5 years from now. I'm just like, I kind of want to beat this game, like, soonish.
Yeah. I banged Silent Hill 2 out pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I just, like I said before, woke up in the morning, had the version I wanted. Like, let me get through this. And I just did that 2 days in a row. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get into that mood.
That's what you got to do, man, if you want to not only complete a game, but also, like, get good at a game, is, like, you've got to do it.
And that was just, for some reason, that's like the perfect time for me to play some scary ass game. It's just
First thing in the morning?
Yeah, early ass in the morning. Like, starting at 5.
Sun not the whole way out yet.
Yeah,
Some
but it's a
birds
little foggy.
Yeah. It's real quiet still.
Yeah. Started playing Fable 2.
Yeah.
Because I never played any of the Fables. I just watched my boys play. I never had an Xbox growing up. I was a PlayStation noob. But, yeah, first time playing, love it. Love the whole atmosphere, love the characters. I like the story. So far. Basically, you're just a little poor dude in a town, and you're just a little kid, and you start running around the town, you do a couple quick missions, and you and your sister are brought to, like, the king or something. You're, like, in, like, the main castle, or the ruler of the town, and because there's something about your blood. It was really interesting. And he kills your sister. He kicks you out the window. You hit the ground. And I don't know if you die and this lady brings you back to life, or she just straight up saves you from your injuries. But premise of the story is you're about to take revenge.
Yeah.
The death of your sister. And you start out once again, and you're on the outside of the town, you're older, and you're ready to go make your way into the town. And it's awesome. And it's a good and evil game or whatever.
Yeah, your
Choose your
choices
path.
actually matter, and
Yeah.
you know.
Love it. But this is going to be like a winter game, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't beat it before winter, I'm definitely going to be fiending on this throughout the winter.
Dude, my favorites games to play in general, but also like during the winter when it's just like you're stuck at home all day, it's just those huge RPGs, man.
Yeah.
I sunk so many hours into Skyrim and Fallout. Just I was home all day, you've break from school, or you're home for the holidays or whatever, or you're just stuck inside all day, and it's just like, dude, those RPGs, they've got hundreds of hours to them, tons of secrets and like side missions and side quests that you might not even catch your first playthrough, and then your second playthrough you're like, I didn't even know this was here, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And those are my favorites, which is why, my guy, that Retroid 2 Plus you got me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been stocking up on some games for that. Finally getting them ported over to it. You know, I've had them sitting around. I'm just like, yeah, I should get them on.
Plug it in, drag it over.
I know. I just haven't been doing it, man. I've been playing games on my PC, but like lately I've just been like itching. And do you remember the Game Boy Advance game, the Zoids game?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I used to have this game, and it was kind of like I guess I'd kind of liken it to a Final Fantasy game. Where you like build your team members and you like turn-based battle and you like fight dudes. But Zoids, for anybody who doesn't know, is a bunch of people piloting giant animal robots and fighting each other in the desert. It's freaking sick.
Snap.
It had like it's kind of like Gundam, but they're animals.
Okay.
And they had a bunch of different seasons, and like, oh, they got a new dude, but the main character always had a liger, which is like a tiger and a lion put together. But freaking awesome show. Like, honestly, if you get through, well, it's going to take you forever to get through One Piece. One Piece is huge. But if you're looking to take a break and switch to something, I recommend Zoids, man.
Okay.
It is hype. And
I can
there
watch
was
two shows at once. I know I'm not even gonna like
dude, One
put
Piece
a
has
dent into One Piece before I take a break.
One Piece is so big, bro. But there was a Game Boy Advance game that I used to have that again is somewhere in a box or in somebody else's collection. I have no idea. But I remember being terrible at that game, but sinking so many hours into that game.
On GBA.
Mm-hmm. Game
So
Boy Advance.
you've been playing that on the Retroid?
I've been dabbling on that.
Dude, I miss my little gray Retroid. Because that's just like such a perfect size for those games, you know?
Yeah, I right now all I've got are Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games on there, on the Retroid. And that's what I'm using it for, is just like a little Game Boy Advance kind of deal.
Yeah.
Just like a Game Boy emulator is really all it is for right now. Dirt McGurk right here.
Yeah, this is a problem with switching
Screens.
Yeah, to like a completely different resolution and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's not going to work the same.
That's fine. It's just sweet to see it, man.
Yeah.
Have you played a lot of the Souls
No.
games?
I've just started dabbling in them.
I honestly, dude, I think you would really like them.
Yeah. This guy? I'm loving this guy.
This little cue ball looking bro.
I wish it wasn't lagging. Maybe if I don't click or do something.
Yeah, you got the prisoner in the iron mask over here.
Yeah.
Or the man in the iron mask.
Yeah, I'm digging this game.
This big dude over there, I saw that axe.
I'm at the very beginning.
I think that's the dude that rides the boar. You do not want to fight him. Yeah, honestly, dude, because the Dark Souls are so, like, challenging, I guess, and it relies super heavily on your skill, I could definitely see you getting into that.
Yeah.
But it's
tough.
funny because it's also like a single player RPG. I mean, there's PvP in there too, but the real meat of that game is like you versus giant monsters kind of deal.
Yeah.
And like big enemies and stuff. And yeah, I think I've got Dark Souls 1, maybe Dark Souls 2 on Steam. But I got those before I had a controller. And I tried playing them on the keyboard and I just couldn't move right. And movement in that game, dodging and rolling and all that stuff is so important. Getting the right angles that I did not get very far. And then I got frustrated and I haven't picked it up since. Even after I got a controller.
Yeah, I've got Dark Souls remastered. I've had that for a little while. I've dabbled in it, but didn't get very far. And I've had Elden Ring for a while. Wasn't about it at first.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm interested. I'm way late to the game.
Oh, shoot.
I think it's
man.
been out for like over a year now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, I just kind of got in the mood to play it. Start playing that a little bit.
Dude, I'm never on top of the latest stuff. I'm always behind.
Dude, I started a new game of Morrowind, too. I'm really just fiending for Sky Oblivion or, like what was it? The Skyrim, Morrowind, or whatever. I think there's one of those coming out too.
Mm-hmm.
One of them. I just wanted to, I don't know, I want something new.
I think it seems like what you're itching for is just like a big RPG that you can like sink a lot of time into.
Yeah.
Like get a lot of progression, feel really accomplished and stuff like that. Because
sure.
like, I know me, I don't enjoy the little like league matches.
Mm-hmm.
Where you level up and by the end of the match it's like, wow, I have a really strong dude. And then you have to restart that. I never liked that. I did play a lot of League, but I mean, I played League. I didn't play a lot of League, but I played League. But I just couldn't get into. I put all this work into like buying the right equipment and building up this dude and blah 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 blah, and then it's just resets every match. And I'm like, no, my progress.
I feel you.
So I like the big RPGs, where even if they're tough like a Souls game, you know, it's a slow, steady increase, and you like finally think like, oh man, those level 1 enemies I fought on the beach, like I'm finally killing those crabs and zombies after I washed up on the shore, you know. And then you get to the next area and your little exile is getting stomped by them, and you got to go back and grind a bit, or you know, the the wizards outside of a rock no longer don't even attack you, and you can just go up and one shot them whenever you want, man.
Yeah, getting your revenge.
Mm-hmm. That progress.
Feeling great about it.
Feeling powerful, dude.
I could kill every one of these before they even start spawning back now.
Yep. Getting, like, putting in the time, putting in the effort, and, like, actually feeling strong after all of that is so rewarding. And I think that's maybe just what you're hunting for, man.
You know what it is? I need a fresh RuneScape server. That's what I need.
Oh, a fresh RuneScape server?
Yeah.
Which is like you and 7 guys.
I do have a single player RuneScape. If we ever wanted to, like,
that'd be wild, dude.
Yeah.
To like not see anybody.
Yeah, you can add NPC bots if you really want to, that actually talk and run around and stuff. But
troll around and ask for feathers.
Yeah, they just say random stuff.
Master.
But I don't know, man. Yeah, I haven't been in the mood to play RuneScape in a little while. And that's like one of my go-tos every winter.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like they have raids now and everything. That's something I always thought would be so cool in RuneScape, and I just have no interest in learning all the little mechanics and stuff. But
you've been playing RuneScape for like over a decade, my guy. Probably close to 2 decades.
Yeah.
And like it's
going
understandable.
On 20 years.
Yeah, it's understandable that you're like,
it is literally like 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
I'm listening. Tell me your woes.
Yeah. But I'll never be as dedicated as Mark's dad, though.
Oh, the dude's still going, isn't he?
Yeah, see, the thing is like, I've lost my main. I lost my main for like 6 years or something. It was banned.
Mm-hmm.
I've made other accounts, sold them. Like, I restarted many times, played on new servers. Mark's dad is still playing on his original account from day one.
Monster.
On RuneScape 3. That's what it's become.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, yeah. It's become RuneScape 3. And at that point, that was like, I still have that account, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to go play old school.
Yeah.
And he was still just like, nah.
Nah.
Oh, I did all this work on this guy.
Mm.
Like, he goes on till the end of the day. Man. So, I'm not that hardcore.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Good for
There's
him.
locals out there that, show me up.
Yeah. I mean, I've logged thousands of hours on Skyrim and a bunch of the Fallout games. Between, like, the times I played them on console, and then, like, I bought them on PC, and then all the different editions of Skyrim, And I can't even tell you how many characters I've rolled for those games, how many times I've played through the main storyline. It's just, like, it was one of those, like, comfort games, I guess. Like, I knew the game, I knew the mechanics, I could just hop on whenever and do whatever. And I think that's what, like, RuneScape was for me for a while, too.
Yeah. It's such a seasonal game. Like, we would just, like, when that time would come around, we'd both be like, yeah, let's turn our memberships back on. Screw it.
Yeah, the sweater weather started coming out.
Like, you're trying to play RuneScape? You know I'm down.
Bro, are you trying to take 1 hour shifts? Sleep on the computer room floor until your turn was up, man?
Oh,
man. I remember a couple times I was so tired. You'd, like, wake me up, be like, hey, dude, it's your turn. I'm just like, just take another turn, bro. I just go back to sleep. Like,
okay.
Just so tired.
I wish the skills could go past 99. Because even if they don't do anything.
Oh, you mean just as, like... Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, 99's still, like, the highest thing you can achieve, but... Just to see what everybody's, like, experience would get them.
Yeah.
See, like, what Zezima's actual stats are and stuff.
Yeah, there's a popular add-on. Or it's like a client, basically. For RuneScape. It has, like, a bunch of extra stuff you can add. For quests and treasure trails and all kinds of stuff. And you're allowed to use it. It's not banned. But one of the things they do is they show you what your level would be if the levels continued at the rate that they normally do for each increase. Because it's like a set way. Jagex did it as set. Each level, it's like 33% more than your last level or something like that. So you could see, like, my stats are, in the low hundreds if the levels continued. But there's other people out there that
it's be going.
I think the XP caps at a certain point. Yeah, it does. So, like, you can...
Yeah. I mean, systems can only handle, like, so many digits.
Yeah, how funny is that?
So whatever RuneScape's limit is.
Yeah, because RuneScape was on its... I think it was coded originally in, like, Visual Basic or something. Like,
yeah.
Like something pretty old, and you can only have so many of a character.
Yeah.
So, gold.
Once you got, like, 9999999.
Yeah, there's like
whatever.
There's a cap on how much gold you could have because of this old programming. And,
but I'd be so mad.
Yeah, they'd be like, sorry, the program doesn't allow you to have more gold in your bank. So you'd have to have it in your inventory, 1 stack, and then the rest in the bank. And they kept that. They kept that feature.
That's crazy.
Even though the engine upgraded, they kept the feature.
I've never reached that point in my life.
Either. Yeah, me either.
So,
but that is funny.
That is very funny. Yeah. There's and you remember the boat game, Uncharted Waters Online.
Yeah.
I fiended on that game for a long time. Solo, just by myself. I played a little while with Josh. And,
Remember, I'd be like, yo, you trying to do something? You'd just be sailing on a boat.
Dude, you were playing League with Mark in my room, and I was just cruising around on a boat, man, delivering spices.
Stuff.
Yeah. Finding dolphins, delivering spices, fighting pirates. But that's just... It's just one of those games that was like, dude, I know, like, the graphics aren't good. Like, half the people on the server are Korean, so I can't even talk to them. Like, blah, 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 blah.
Man.
But, like...
We should visit that game.
So, there's that game, and then there's another one that I haven't tried yet. But it's like the same deal, but the graphics look better. So, but yeah, it was just like, I think it was the sailing part was like really calming. Cause you're just cruising on a boat, man. You see like stuff just kind of roll past you, like landmarks and towns. There's like a low-key water noise. Every once in a while there's like a dolphin or a seagull kind of noise happening. But for the most part, it was just like a super chill, mellow game. Because I was avoiding all the combat. I was just cruising, man. They're like, hey, deliver this stuff to this port in like 5 days. And I'm like, I got you, bro. That's what my ship does.
Yeah.
The glorified mailman.
I was looking at different, like, space games.
Mm.
So similar vibe.
Yeah.
Coasting around.
If I could learn how to play Eve, I'd probably be playing Eve.
Yeah. Dude, there's an older game. Let me look it up real quick, but I think it's called Dust Fleet.
Okay.
I might be interested in this.
Yeah?
Yeah. But if you did want to start playing Eve, I'm down.
So back when I played it was the family computer, downstairs that we used to fiend on in my house.
Yeah.
And that computer could not play Eve. Like, it was like, like, just like I would lag. And I think it was also at that weird point where they didn't have a good tutorial really set up. So they kind of just dropped you into space and was like, yo, good luck, bro. I've heard it's come a long way as far as like the learning curve. But that game is super complicated because it's so in-depth with like the space combat and the space travel and like...
So we're checking out...
But 100%, you can play that game, just fly around, collect resources, like go to different places. Or you can get into like the high level PvP, like Armada raids that are going on. Like the game has so much to it.
Yeah, I'm interested. Okay, I thought this was like a PS2 game, but it's a PC game.
Mm.
So I don't know why I thought it was like a single player emulated game. But this looks like it's online. It's on Steam. I'll check the price in a second. This video is by Nucrium.
Heck yeah.
It's looking very similar to Eve.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if you can control multiple ships in Eve, but it looks like this dude is. And
I would imagine that you can in Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this does look very similar to Eve.
But I'm not sure. Maybe you can just toggle between them
Yeah.
at instant speed. But I remember just hearing brutal stories about Eve, like Mark telling me about ships that, like his friends going down, or like him going down and losing his entire ship forever.
That's why I tried to get into it, was because Mark always was like, dude, like
Yeah.
this game is intense.
Yeah, he was into it.
Yeah. But I couldn't play it, so I got into Uncharted Waters, which was much
easier.
much easier, much less graphically intensive. And yeah, honestly, like, dude, I'm the mailman sort of aesthetic of like these types of games is really what draws me. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can just float around, make deliveries, like chat with some dudes. I'm not looking for that combat, bro. I'm looking to just put some money away in my 401k, retire at 65,
It is more than just wealth.
So this is a expansion 3 months ago for Eve.
We've made.
Little trailer.
Starting from nothing, we set our goal.
I always assumed my computer couldn't play it. I think it can. I mean,
Oh, I could.
I know it can now, but I mean, up until this point, I did not think. Not because the graphics are
We staked our claim.
such high quality, but when you get into the space battles and
Of camaraderie and
the
trust.
space textures, there's just so many particles going off
United
at
as
once
one.
Mm.
that it would just bog down my my system.
But that was a long time
That
ago.
was a long time ago. Like I said,
Letters are not merely
I tried to
numbers,
play Eve.
but symbols of our
Jeez.
ideology. Of
I
our
don't know,
legacy.
man. 15 years ago, maybe,
Yeah.
and I haven't tried since then. But dude, I know this is a trailer. It's meant to look sick, but
Yeah, this looks sick.
getting a squad and going, even if it's not even a full armada like they're doing, but a little squad of 3 dudes, go in and steal some stuff or get some rare materials and try to bug out because we went to someone else's sector or whatever.
And this game was just awesome for so many reasons. Being able to farm stuff in game and using that to pay for your monthly subscription because they had an in-game currency that it goes off of the game. RuneScape has something similar. You can use your gold to buy bonds, but I don't think that you're grinding in game to make the bonds. No, you have to buy them off them for real cash, and then they become an item in game or something.
And then you can sell those for
For
in-game
gold.
money.
Yeah, so it's a way to combat gold traders in a way because
Yeah.
you could just do it through Jugex,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
But I think Eve's was different. You're actually farming stuff in game to earn your credits or whatever to pay for your subscription,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah. I think they did something like that in World of Warcraft. Because I think I remember Billy telling me that he had to grind so many hours a week in order to get the money to pay for a subscription or something like that. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure World of Warcraft did something like that.
I have no idea. We both have a 10-year gap where we
Oh yeah.
didn't play any of the expansions.
No. I was playing World of Warcraft on a crappy computer too, man. I barely ran it.
Dude, you want to give this game a shot?
I'll play Eve, dude.
We could try to stick together, figure it out together.
Oh, absolutely, dude. We gotta stay together, because all I remember from that game is I played it for a while. I was this little tiny ship scooting around. I found a little spaceport. I checked out the shops and I flew around, and then I died. And then you get turned into a little escape pod, and you've got to fly back to the space station.
That's what you start off as, a little pod.
Yeah. Well, if you die, you turn back into a pod, bro.
Just a little man in a pod.
Yeah, and then it was
Yeah.
oh, you don't have a ship because it blew up. And it's can I get another one? They're
You gotta go.
yeah, get some money
make
and we'll
some
give
money.
you another ship. And I was what the heck? This isn't fair. I had no
let's do
idea how
it.
to fly and how to pilot, aim or anything like that. But I was, like I said, I was way younger, so I think I could grasp a lot of, more complex things now.
I see what you're saying, man.
All the particles, bro. That's what's gonna bog down your system. The graphics are great. I'm not, bagging on the graphics, but it's the amount of particles between your ship, all the other ships, and the environment, the background. Like, it's a lot.
This video is by Artosis TV. Shout out to
Become a space millionaire.
Artosis.
Okay. Is that a Titan? Is that a Titan?
I want to become a space millionaire.
Want the biggest ship in the world.
You ever see that video? It's like most expensive virtual items sold.
Mm-mm. What was
Dude,
it?
you'll see some dirty old games that you've never seen before. Alright, let me see if I can find that video.
I did just see, because I've been looking at like the retro console scene and everything, the most expensive GameCube was like a developer GameCube.
Yeah.
That they used to like test out like new stuff and new games. And there's just a switch on the back to switch it between English and Japanese.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, it was a developer GameCube, so it was like a teal color. But you could actually like change code and mod stuff in the game, like from that device.
How much was it?
It was, I don't even know, but it was thousands and thousands of dollars. But
Let's see if I can find this video. I want to make sure I find the right one. Dude, I'd be down to play Eve. That would be a game I could get into right now.
as far as I know, it's free to play. I'm sure there's like a member,
Yeah.
kind of a RuneScape sort of thing, but like, dude, just scooting around looking at the nebulas and the cosmos, man, and just hanging out at the battle stations bar, and then just like go mining some freaking space coal or whatever, and then coming back.
For players to bid on and purchase in-game weapons and armor. Prospective bidders jumped at the chance to grab exclusive items that would give them a head start over other players. Among those weapons was a sword purchased by a gamer for $16,000. The sword, which was the only one created for the game, was said to have incredible power, allowing the player to maneuver throughout the game with ease. Since many had already played a beta test, the real estate known as Treasure Island was auctioned off at $26,500. The sale of Treasure Island sent shockwaves around the gaming community because it was the first of its kind. The fictional island located on the game planet of Calypso featured beachfront property and locale next to a volcano. It also included a castle and promised
Shout out
massive
to top trending YouTube
They have
video.
other special features,
Putting
but that's
this
pretty much
together.
the extent of their use. According to the buyer, the War Dog is the most sought-after courier type, Ethereal Flame is the most sought-after effect, and the Shade of Pink is very sought-after. This combination makes it extremely rare and one of a kind. The pink glow effect comes from the earliest version of the game and cannot be duplicated today. This Pink Pal is only one of 4 ever to be owned in this hugely popular online game. Kevin Alderman, the founder and CEO of a United $50,000. The virtual version of the Netherlands' famous city features marketplace shopping and prostitutes. After Alderman spent days meticulously recreating every aspect he could incorporate, from the shops in the city sell virtual sexual...
These games look kind of fun. There's one, because I always hop in that PS3 website and see like what games people are playing online.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing they have is called PlayStation Home for the PS3.
Okay.
And I had no idea what it was. I'm like, why is there a bunch of people playing this PlayStation Home?
Mm-hmm.
The heck is that? And it's like a virtual world like that. And you
Oh
can
my
just run around. It's got proximity chat and so much fun.
There are also
But
avatars
screw.
posing as
Yeah.
streetwalkers that
It always
openly
gets
solicit
dirty at
cyber
some
sex
point.
from
Oh,
players
yeah,
and
all
incoming
do.
visitors.
Every like
Fictional
virtual
found on
reality
eBay.
thing
I don't
just
know
gets
why.
weird.
$1,000. The Egg's first appearance in the game came in 2006 with a disclaimer that it would eventually hatch something unseen by the game so far and would be entirely one of a kind. The Egg was purchased by David Story, the same man who purchased Treasure Island years earlier. earlier, and it eventually hatched Fefox, a large blue dinosaur with immense power that planned to spread more of its kind all across the universe. Players then sought the challenge of infiltrating Fefox nests and analyzing residue to create a toxin to defeat. Considered a legendary item in Entropia universe, the green Aatrox Queen egg was purchased from John Never Die Jacobs in 2010 for $70,000. In 2013, the Entropia universe sold yet another massive deal, this time to a group of investors led by a player called Modified Akaz Power. The band of associates pulled their money together and bought the moon.
One of those early
the
games,
newly
I guess,
discovered
that
celestial
people
body, known as
felt like
Monria, was
their
bought
soul
for
was
a
actually
hefty
a part of this virtual world.
$150,000. The creators of the game, Mindark, optioned a partnership with the Akaz Troop. Whatever profits come from player interactivity on the planet, Mindark would split with the new owners. They would work together to model and shape Monria to whatever development they deemed appropriate. The Moon Estate includes a lunar command center, 2 lunar habitats, and 8 subsurface caverns filled with unique creatures and rare resources. Akaz was given the opportunity to remold the celestial object in whatever fashion he desired, as long as it was a total of 3.3 million Project Entropia dollars for the spacecraft. That translates to 330,000 real-world dollars. The station, which orbits the game's infamous planet Calypso, was long sought after and grants the opportunity to open businesses from a piece of real estate that makes other players downright envious. The purchase may be strategic, as the owner stands to make money off the shop transactions. The virtual space station even has biodomes housing rare creatures that players love to hunt. The locale functions as a hotspot of activity, but even with its whopping price tag, it is still not the most expensive thing sold from the Entropia universe.
Stuff.
Yeah, but everything else looks awesome.
Yeah,
Die Jacobs also went to in order to purchase a virtual asteroid. After obtaining the property, lots of offers from other wealthy players started rolling in. After a few days of declining the offers, Jacobs crafted the asteroid into a space resort and titled it Club Never Die, based off his avatar name. It was equipped with a stadium, a shopping center, and biodomes, and earned him $200,000 per year from people buying its goods and services. In 2010, he sold Club Never Die for an incredible $635,000, proving it to be a tremendously well-calculated investment.
Right.
No virtual purchase comes close to matching the deal struck between SEE Virtual Worlds and Mindark, which saw Planet Calypso under the umbrella
where's
of
it coming
Entropia
from and where's
Universe,
it going?
and has over 950,000 registered accounts since coming online in 2003. This sale broke the world record for the most expensive virtual purchase ever. The deal also included the purchase of all assets of the First Planet Company, another subset branch of Mindark. This allowed SEE to have complete control over Planet Calypso and other worlds for Entropia, including Planet Michael, a virtual planet based on the works of Michael Jackson. SEE made the massive purchase in an effort to get a foot in the door regarding the MMO landscape. Although the partnership between Mindark and SEE was ultimately scrapped, the initial sale of the planet was confirmed by Guinness Book of World Records as the largest amount paid for an intangible in-game property.
All the proof you ever need.
It's Michael Jackson universe. And he didn't make a penny off it.
Have you
It's crazy.
I mean, if you're looking for a RuneScape-esque game, have you seen Albion?
Yeah, I've seen that game.
Played a little bit. It's pretty good. I had it on my phone for a while.
Let me see.
But
I don't know.
It's turbo grindy, man. I mean, it's just like RuneScape. But it's got like RuneScape 3 type graphics, maybe a little bit better. Outreal Online. Freaking ads, man.
Albion Online is a free-to-play cross-platform sandbox MMORPG available on PC and mobile that I've covered on this channel numerous times in the past. Since my last video though, the game has had a ton of updates and new content added, as well as a brand new server located in Singapore. Previously, Albion only had one global server located in Washington, so any time I've played this game in the past I've had terrible ping, but thankfully now that isn't the case. Albion has also recently reached all-time high player numbers with the release of the new SEA server, and has also added new content. You'll see more players out and about running around in Albion on one server than almost any other MMO. Past the tutorial, you're basically free to do whatever you like. This is a sandbox MMORPG after all. Wanna be a gatherer crafter and just supply other players in the player-driven economy? Go do that. Wanna do PvP? Go look up a build, gear up within an hour or so and start with corrupted dungeons. Wanna do PvE? There's multiple things you can work towards here too. In fact, let's break down all the types of content that's available for each type of player in this game. PvP players can do the following: unranked and ranked 5v5 arena, 1v1 duels, open world full loot PvP ganking, treasure sites, castle sieges, castle outposts, faction vs faction PvP, corrupted dungeons PvP, Hellgates which have 2v2, 5v5 and 10v10 modes,
League vibes
Mists
off the
PvP,
combat.
Bandit Assault PvP, guild hideouts, and a competitive guild
You know
vs
what I
guild
mean?
scene
Like
with the
camera
rankings.
angle and
Some examples of PvE content
like
include
that.
solo dungeons, group dungeons, world bosses.
Yeah, a big part of
random
why I kind of like this game was the the economy. You know, you actually, if you have a guild and you want to build a castle, you actually need to get the stones, like from, you know, actual players or whatever, you know, wood, blah, 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 blah. So there's like this little sub thing going on where certain regions are flush with these resources and other regions aren't. So if you want to make money, you've got to gather wood from a wood region and take it to a region that doesn't have wood. And in like the PvP, and there's also just like NPC bandits or like rival guilds, they'll like kill you, steal all of your wood. So like you've also got to have like a little escort to like get the resources to where it needs to go to the next town to sell it. Like there's no like fast traveling as far as I know, other than like continent to continent, but as far as like regions, like you got to get your mount, you got to run it there, and it like tracks all of the resources, so the stuff you're selling, it tracks to where it actually goes, so your stone actually goes to someone's castle to build that castle.
Yeah.
If no one's mining stones, the castle doesn't get built.
Yeah.
Like
That's awesome.
Yeah, the game doesn't like put in resources, I guess. It's all player driven resource gathering. You can't just go to an NPC and just buy a bunch of stuff. Like you gotta.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah, the NPCs have stuff because the players sell it to the NPC.
Might have to give it a shot.
I mean, it's free, man.
Yeah.
That's why I was looking at it. You can get it on your phone. It runs good on the phone. As good as, RuneScape does. But if you're looking for that type of game, real grindy, super grindy, it's got a big old skill tree in it.
I kind of want to play something new.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
I feel like Eve.
I think Eve would be fun, man.
Let's see what's peeping on Steam.
I never played it with anybody, so it would be cool to like hop in a Discord or...
Let's do it.
Back in the day, all I had was Xfire, man, and I didn't have a headset. So I was just chatting away with the boys on one screen. Oh yeah, Tony Hawks are on sale. I did see that earlier today.
This is the remakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 and 2, 50% off, dude. I saw that today and I was like, I really want that. It's in your library already, my guy. Probably the last time he tried to play it. 0.5 hours on record. Heck yeah.
Dang, that's it. Yeah, I was just sitting in my pod. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Dude, I felt the same way.
Yeah. This is like exactly what I want to play.
Yeah?
Or like try to. Again. I don't want to give up this time.
Yeah, $20 for an Omega subscription. Oof. Probably a bunch of updates and everything too go along with it.
I did a little cleansing on my PC. Got rearranged a bunch of stuff. Rearranged all my games. Got all my RAR files backed up on the external. Yeah. So good on space.
Yeah. I might have to clear some space for this game. I know it's going to be big.
Got all the Trollbard Tavern podcast stuff all together. Because I was kind of split up a little bit. So that's backed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been backing up the audio for the podcast and all the stuff I've been putting out. I've been backing up on a hard drive.
Nice. Do you have like every episode?
The podcast?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if not, it's on the internet.
Yeah. No, I mean, but I just have the audio. I don't have the video.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't keep all those.
I hear you.
Because 3-hour videos.
They add up, man.
Yeah. But they're on the internet.
All your downloads done, my guy.
Yeah, we doing it.
We're doing it live.
Sure, I'm gonna have to download some stuff.
Oh, there's gonna be patches, my man. Patches for days. You're gonna be patching this the rest of the night. Kitchen's ready. Uh-oh.
Oops. I want to log in without information. Can we do that?
Don't ask me my information. Yeah, just use Steam. It'll just use just use Copy, right?
Technically, this is, yeah, Copy's the display.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, you put it up, so, like, everyone saw it anyway. It's Copy.
Yeah. This is actually... This is Jimmy Pickle's account.
Well, Jimmy Pickle's about to start playing Eve.
I ain't giving it back to Jimmy.
Nah, Jimmy will be fine. He's got, I turned him on to Epic Games, so now he gets a free game a week.
Hell yeah. Because when I was a child, I got banned from my favorite game because I was a stupid child. And I was like, I don't want to buy this game again. I'm going to take my brother's Steam account. And it just kind of became mine.
Yeah.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. It's not worth it. Just get good at the game.
Yeah, get good, scrub. I did it for like 2 days and then I got banned. And I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Did it once.
Yeah, I did it like 2 or 3 times maybe. It's like,
drink one beer and immediately like a police raid shows up. Just like, get on the ground.
Oops.
Yeah, I'll download this tonight.
Yeah.
It'll be all installed by tomorrow morning.
Let's go. There is no spoon.
No spoon. Oh yeah, spoon.
You only think it is.
Yeah, I think between Turtle WoW, Eve, and Pokemon, and some Game Boy emulators, man. Like, I think I'm set. Also, Mega Man.
Mega Man.
I need to get back into playing that. I took a little break to focus on Pokemon and knock off that Kirby game.
I got myself a Mega Man.
Mega Man! Yeah. Mega Man X. Heck yeah.
The Haunted Mansion. with Eddie Murphy.
Does it actually have like Eddie Murphy?
I hope so.
Like
I didn't download it to play like.
I didn't download it for the mansion. I wanted to play as Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, don't give me some replacement.
Yeah. It better be Eddie Murphy, and you better like cut like little sound bites from the movie and just kind of like put them in randomly. Like, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Like just him just running around. I don't know any lines from that movie.
Haunted Mansion?
Yeah. Uh-oh. You are installing a game right now. You're downloading updates. So, and recording.
Yeah, to run it as administrator. But, yeah, installing a game, it's not really going to take a toll. But, that reminds me of an amazing meme I saw the other day.
Oh?
I don't remember who this character is or what he's from, but it's just this dude, like, looking up to the heavens, kind of. And it's like something about when you realize, like, you pirate because, or it's something about, like, having offline content and not needing the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the joy of just, like, pirating shit, basically. And I did realize that, like, a lot of times I'll be fiending for hours and I'm not even using the internet. Like, I'm watching movies that I have downloaded, or like the real DVDs. I've been watching a lot of DVDs while playing like an offline emulator game. I'm like, this is great. I actually don't need the internet for once.
Yeah, yeah. It's we talked about it a little bit the other day, but like with Steam, you don't actually own anything.
Yeah.
Like if Steam shuts down or your internet's out,
yeah,
like
you can do Steam offline mode and play games.
You can play games, but like if your games require online,
yeah, you can't.
Like you're trying to play Call of Duty or Battlefront, like what are you gonna play the campaign like a pleb? But like Skyrim, I used to play Skyrim offline all the time because like I didn't need it, and
every time I move it over. All right, you want to be like that?
Well,
you want to be like that? Keyboard?
I was supposed to say, are you
going
to play
keyboard.
It off the keyboard?
Get out of here.
Get out of here, keyboard. Nobody likes you.
It's like, you can't use that screen. Okay, that's cool.
Whatever.
The viewers didn't want to see stupid game anyway.
You're not hurting us. You're hurting the viewers. So I hope you feel good about that. But yeah, no, dude, I completely agree. I think that's why I started finally getting all the stuff onto that Retroid. It's just because it is nice to... It's even nice to not have to sit at a computer desk and like play a game.
Yeah. Like
I can take that and go lay on a couch or on my bed and just fiend for hours on it. Versus like I have to be like, you know, sitting, or like I can go outside and play it. Like I can go to my living room, I can cook dinner to a certain extent and play the game. You know, instead of I have to run all the way back upstairs to get on my PC to like click a few times, run back to like cook dinner. It's like
I miss mine. Those are nice.
Well, my guy.
What up?
I might have something in the works.
What do you mean?
So,
oh, did you make a purchase?
I have made a purchase, and I'm waiting. It's taking a long time. It's over in Japan, and they're negotiating with the seller. Blah 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 blah. But I bought a lot that had 20 Game Boys.
What?
One is the original, like the DMG, the big brick Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 DS Lites. and then there's 17 regular DSs. Okay?
Okay.
And
no 3DSs.
No 3DSs.
Okay.
I got this lot because that's what I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy
that's
like
a lot.
It's a lot. It's 20 systems, like handhelds.
You just named more than 20.
I
think you just named a lot more than 20. Say it again. How many?
There's one regular old Game Boy. There were 3 DS Lights.
Oh, okay. And then 17.
16.
16.
Because that would be 20. Yeah, 16. I did the math wrong. Regular DSs. And I found, I mean, you can search it up at the Game Boy Macro.
This is your purchase?
This isn't the purchase. This is one of my things I want to do as like my first like go in as modding.
Macro.
Game Boy Macro.
Game Boy Macro.
Yeah. And what it is the DS's, right? The top hinge is crappy. Like it breaks real easy.
Turn it into that.
So what people do is they take off that top screen and they basically just turn it either into
a GBA
or a emulator. A GBA, like Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance emulator. Because you only need the one screen.
Mm-hmm.
And they're chunkier. They're like chunky like the original Game Boy Advance is.
I want one.
In that lot, man, there's a few that already have broken like hinges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And trying to buy original shells is expensive. Like pretty much the cheapest way to do it is to buy brand new or new systems, like whole Game Boys, DSs, and the aftermarket shells for the DS specifically are just crap. For Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance even, they're good. You can find really good shells for those. But for the DS and the DS Lite, nah, the shells are crap. Someone, I watched a bunch of videos and everyone was saying like it feels like McDonald's toy plastic.
Of these?
Yeah, for like the aftermarket shells. Like if you go to like Alibaba or whatever and like buy like a pack of them, they're like, it feels like McDonald's plastic. Like it's worse than the plastic you get on there. But yeah, that at least the ones where the top screen doesn't work, I plan on turning them into this.
Did you look at the reviews on these macro ones?
Mm-hmm.
Were they good reviews? Or were you saying that they feel cheap?
No. These ones are good. There's
okay. I thought you were saying these ones.
No. I'm saying if you want to reshell the whole DS in like a DS 2-screen clamshell,
yeah,
they don't have good shells yet. I think someone eventually will, but
man, those are. Yeah, I was looking at my DS Lite. Those do not look fun to reshell.
Mm-hmm. Like dude, the videos are super complicated.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying. Just turn them into this.
Yeah, if the top screen is either broken or...
Can you make it look like this?
Dude, yeah.
Oh, with the camera still, too?
Maybe. It depends. Because, yeah, it just depends on the model of Game Boy.
Oh, that's not the camera, is it?
No, it's a LED. But, yeah, it'll have... the two things that it has... that, say, a Game Boy Advance doesn't have is it has a backlit screen, which the GBA doesn't have. It's got a rechargeable battery, which the GBA doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
For the SP, it's got an audio jack. See, that's the regular DS, which they call the Game Boy Macro XL. And then if you get the DS Lite and turn it into a Game Boy Micro, or Macro, that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's thin. The main thing is if you put an original GBA game in there, on the light it sticks out the bottom a little bit.
Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, but it still has the DS slot. And with the DS slot, you can get an SD card. And like they make special converters for that.
Put ROMs on it.
You put ROMs on it. So it's kind of like a Retroid, but for... You can get like SNES games, you can get the Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games. You could probably get some old Sega games on there too, realistically.
So you won an auction.
I'm in the process of buying it. It's like everything takes time.
But you won the auction?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought it. I'm waiting for everything to go through. So what you do is you put money on a wallet through their website, and then you use that money to buy stuff. That way
How much did you spend? Can you say?
I can. I spent about $50
altogether with shipping and everything.
Not with shipping, just for the lot.
How much was it? Everything?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
They've got to get everything. They've got to pack it up, and then they weigh it, and then
okay. So it's official, though.
Yeah, I'm playing the waiting game now.
Yeah.
The only way it wouldn't go through is if the seller backs out and doesn't actually sell it to them for them to ship it to me. Because it's third party.
But that's like normal, it seems like, for those websites to make not a crazy amount.
No. You spend a decent amount on their stuff. But it's more so the shipping that like gets you. Where if you were to buy it here, you're paying more so for the item than for the shipping.
Yeah. So this wallet, so you had to buy money basically. Like you spend American money and then you get their credits.
I get yen.
So basically, I was gonna say it has to transfer.
Yep.
So did you already pay the transferring fee then?
Mm-hmm.
And everything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then you're good.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm sitting here. I don't like own it, but I'm waiting. They took my money. I'm just gonna see if the seller takes the money, they get it back, and then they'll calculate a shipping cost, and hopefully I have enough left. If not, I got to put more on the wallet to get it over here. But yeah, gonna have some DSs, gonna have some DS Lites. Finally gonna own an old original Game Boy too. I never owned one before. Actually, I might be able to bring up a picture of the lot itself.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real embarrassed if it doesn't go through, but let me see if I can get on there. I've been using my computer, so I don't think it's saved onto my phone yet, so I'll have to log in and do all that jazz. But yeah, I saw this because my my DS that I grew up with, the hinges broke because I dropped it, and there's really not a lot you can do with it because it's solid plastic. It's not like, even if I had the original piece, I can't really do it. But yeah, you just gotta pop it apart, disconnect the screen. You gotta do a little bit of soldering work, and some other stuff. But it's pretty straightforward, you know.
That's awesome, man. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I hope it goes through. Everything works.
I'm sure it will. I know I always get sketched out when I order stuff overseas, but honestly, it's always worked out. Always.
Yeah.
And it's always surprising, but
working on it.
Good. So let me tell you a story of how I grew up in the land of the blind, you see. Everyone, these people don't know anything. And they look at me like I'm crazy because I know the truth.
Yeah, I'm going to throw that up in Telegram real quick.
The truth is, The moon is made out of cheese, and therefore you cannot land a rocket off it. It would melt it.
You fool!
And then hot cheese would drip over.
You think you're a nacho boy? You're not. Let's see it go through.
That heated nacho cheese.
Yeah, it went through. Open up that telegram. Yep. This is what it says. Seller negotiation in progress. Which means they're talking.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's a few broken hinges. I mean, they're rough. These aren't brand new. These are like...
Was this the only pick you had?
There's other
Or did
pics.
you just take this picture?
I just took this one.
Okay.
I didn't want to send the whole link to, like...
If you want...
Well, I could. I guess, because you wouldn't have my login. What am I thinking? What a silly goose.
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving event on Turtle Well. We got to do it.
Yeah?
Dude said it's pretty short, but I don't know. I say you, me, and Sir Edrock do it.
Yeah. I'm down for that. Yeah, I'll send you the original one.
Yeah, he said very small event. Zeteza.
Might have to translate that into English. But we can at least see the pictures.
Oh, I can read it, don't worry.
I'm fluent in kanji.
This is the link it brought me.
Seriously? We could... Oh, there it is. Good. Okay.
There
yeah.
she is.
Yeah,
so
we can...
does it say that... Does it say, like, not tested or something?
Yeah, so it's considered junk. Right, it's labeled under junk, which means it's... they haven't tested it to whether anything turns on or anything works. It's just... Honestly, I think this is a leftover. Like, this dude just couldn't move it. And so I actually didn't even bid for it. It was like a buy it now kind of like lot. But they're rough. I mean, I think a couple of them are missing batteries and stuff like that. And they're scratched up. That one has a cool little like Nintendo DS like lanyard deal though. I'm hoping that comes with it. They're scuffed, but
man.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
Really what I wanted to do, because I wanted to get into modding, I wanted to get in repair, I wanted to get a lot with like a bunch of stuff in it. And you can see that pink one right there has a broken hinge.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few other ones where the hinge is either like loose or popping out or something like that. So yeah, that gray one, the third one down, that hinge is like out a bit.
Yeah, it looks like this third one down also.
Yeah.
It's a little off.
Yeah, so...
It's your old one. Or your original.
Yeah, I got the silver one.
Dude.
So,
which one are you gonna give me, dude?
Dude, I'll let you take a pick. Honestly, I'm gonna see what works and what doesn't. And, I just wanted to get into it, and I couldn't get a lot, with a bunch of the older Game Boys, which are easier to work with, easier to mod.
Is there a price on these? Are you able to... You didn't order any yet?
These?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to make one. But
you're going to make it yourself?
I'm going to make my own Game Boy Macro out of those DSs, yeah. The Macro XL.
Like you're going to do your own casing, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I thought
I'm going to use
like 3D print?
No, I'm going to use the original casing.
Oh, you're going to...
Yep, I'm going to clean them up.
Okay.
I'm going to scuff them up and paint them if I have to. You know, that way, like... Honestly, if I can get them and someone's like, oh, I really want a yellow one, I'll just take some old, you know, the pink one or something like that. And just like, psh, 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 psh,
dude, you should like stencil paint and do some cool shit.
Yeah, that's the game plan, man. I have to do a little bit of work with like, it's not a Bondo, but it's like an epoxy sort of thing. I don't know the right term for it, but you smush it on there and when it hardens, it becomes like plastic. Like the same as plastic, and then you sand it down, and so it's how you fill like big scratches or like if there's like a crack or a hole. And
I think I have some of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was meant to be for like vehicle. It's like dark, so it's like a glue stick basically. If you want it,
yeah,
because I don't need it. Yeah,
I mean I'll try it out, but like I said, it's probably still a couple weeks out. because they've still got to get it, they've got to package it, they've got to ship it to me. It's got to like cross the ocean and then cross the country just to get to me.
It's going to take like
weeks, if not a month at least.
Yeah.
So it's no rush, but I did pay for it. So I'm playing the waiting game, bro.
Dude, when the Retroid Pocket 2 Pluses came out, I ordered them right away, and I think I waited like 3 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was so painful, like every single day, dude. And
is it here yet?
I was not the only one. There was an army of people on the Discord. Like, we all just talked about if there was any word of shipping or anything. It was sad.
Oh, no.
And that was the last time I ever did that. The one I ordered after that, I just tried to forget about.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you got to do it. But yeah, dude, I was just in the swamp with the other people who were like,
in the swamp.
Do you think you could play this? Do you think you could play that?
Yeah.
But we have no idea. No one has one yet.
But yeah, man. And like I said, it's either going to be like a real sick looking Game Boy Advance. You know, just a better Retroid Advance, or it's just going to be a pretty sweet little Retroid emulator. You know?
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Doesn't have a joystick or anything. It's just a D-pad and 4 buttons.
Yeah.
Well, 4 buttons, 2 triggers. And then start, select, power.
I bet those batteries last like 3 to 4 days.
Dude, my DS still has a full fucking battery.
Haven't charged it in years.
I haven't charged it in years. Those things are amazing.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be using the original. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna try to buy those kits and resell them.
Nope. I'm gonna be, if I can, I'd like to use the original shells because it's thicker than the 2S Plus, so it actually feels better in my hand because I mean I've got grown adult hands, so like. The SP, the Game Boy SP, how like you're all kind of scrunched up trying to play it.
Yeah.
The GBA feels good, right? But it's still a little small. And mostly for me, I've just got really long fingers, so it's like it's awkward sometimes to hold stuff. But yeah.
Sweet.
Ideally, it'll look just like that. Right? That same sort of layout, but without the joysticks.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, if I could get one that can be emulated...
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
100%, dude.
I just gotta get a little SD to pop in.
Well, they
don't have them.
They do. Go ahead and Google the R4 Gold. This is what people use to emulate this sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's an SD card, like a mini SD card that slides into like a DS size cartridge, and then you just pop that in the back of your DS.
That's what you have to do with the Vita too.
Yeah. So
to emulate.
This is probably what I'm gonna do. I mean, they're like $30 a pop for the bigger ones.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, and it'll hold like everything, my man.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
These are new.
The Retroid grip, now that I'm looking at it, the add-on right there. I would like that. I mean, just because like to be able to hold.
Yeah, I noticed that, especially with this model, my hands got tired quick.
Mm-hmm. But then again, it's like, all right, now I'm turning this into a full controller. I lose all that like convenience of just being able to slide that in and out of a pocket, like real nice, real easy.
Mm-hmm. For a good price too. Like, I mean, $10 case.
That's really good.
That's good. The grip's $15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just came out with this though, so this is basically what you have right now for your old school emulation.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 2 Plus.
Yeah. Oh, this is the 2S.
This is a 2S. What do you notice different about the layout?
Let me see. A lot of the buttons are in the same. Is one of the joysticks moved?
Yeah.
The D-pad and the joystick switched?
Yeah, they swapped that.
Okay. I actually like that.
Yeah. And he was talking, he's like, if I could make my own controller, I would make one that you could swap. So you could really...
That would be cool.
Yeah. And then the joysticks. First off, the hardware is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, the joysticks are like... I think they're different.
Yeah, I noticed with the 2 Plus that the joysticks are still pretty like analog, like real directional. Like
rounded.
Like you can go to like the 45 degrees, but it's a little bit like tougher, slower. But going up, down, left, right, you can do that like real quick.
Yeah, I was looking more at the indents.
Oh yeah,
like the new ones are indented a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're clicky.
Yeah.
Because yours aren't, are
nope,
they?
They're not clicky.
Yeah. These ones are rounded, but they're clicky. The metal boy.
The metal boy. Yeah, they make aluminum cases for some of the old Game Boys too. Do you want a metal Game Boy? Brr, 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 brr. Those things are cool. I'm always going to be a fan of clamshell design because I'm just thinking back to when I was a kid and just being able to like throw that thing in a pocket with like change or like a couple keys or whatever. Didn't have to worry about that screen getting messed up. Mm-hmm. Didn't have to buy fancy cases, none of it. But yeah, man, any DSs that work, I'm just going to fix them up a bit, sell them as DSs. Excuse me. Any of the ones that are messed up, you know, swap parts here and there, Frankenstein them together. Make some Game Boy macros too. I want to make one for me. I think I'm going to do that to my, well, I might do it to mine because the hinge is broken.
This should be the first one you do.
I mean, I could do it now.
Yeah.
If I get the rest of the tools and the few parts I need like a 330 ohm resistor to solder in there, and I need the soldering iron.
I want a custom Game Boy.
Bro.
I can't wait.
That's the point, man. That's what I'm doing. I wanted to get a bunch and pick the best, paint them if I have to, or if the customer wants them painted. Tara's got a Cricut, so she can like make like decals and stuff like that to be able, like, if you want like a cool design or you want like a symbol, you want a Troll Bard Tavern logo on the front of your DS or whatever.
Yes.
You can just do that.
Yes.
Dude, I'm hyped. I'm all set up. I got a workbench in the basement with one of those like flexible arm things with like the magnifying glass and the LED light.
We need some paint.
I need to get paint.
I want mine to be yellow.
I'll paint it yellow. Bro, I'll paint it whatever color you want.
I want it yellow and gray and blue. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll buy the paint.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Who's your Bard of the Week?
Man, I'm thinking.
It's yours.
Isaiah, yeah, obviously. Just inviting us down to play some games. I mean,
that he made.
It's always cool for that. I appreciate that. You know, just being a part of, you know, that dude's life, what he's been up to. You know, all the cousins. Kind of just feels like I only see him on holidays, so. Excuse me, my throat's so dry. Being able to see them and, you know, actually do stuff with them, aside from just like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. How do you like turkey? You know, it's
Yeah, I like turkey.
yeah, exactly. It's cool. It's super cool to be able to just see what those dudes are up to. My mom too, honestly. She's just been a big supporter. You know, I've been talking to her and I'm like, hey, like, thinking of doing this game repair thing, but I've got to do like all these steps. And she's like, no, don't worry about that. She does, she makes like lotions and soaps and stuff like that. And she's like, I buy stuff from overseas all the time. It's going to be good. It's going to be cool. It's going to work out. It takes a little time, but it's totally worth it. And just being in my corner for this, Eddie was also in my corner, Sir Edrock, just like pushing me, you know, like, hey, yo, you should do it. I support you. Go do it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Even offered to invest. And also, man, like, you've been trying to get me into, like, emulation and, like, all this other stuff, because I never even, like, knew how to do this stuff, knew how to do, like, anything, till you showed me, and now it's, like, now that emulation is a thing, it's like, okay, now that's not, these things can be more than just Game Boys, they can be all the Game Boys.
Yeah.
Which is just super convenient.
Whole new world.
Whole new world. All these people just sharing their lives, supporting my life, showing me new things. All those people are my bards. Not just this week, but like all the time.
For life.
Life.
Bards for life.
Family for life. Deal with it. You got a bard?
Yeah, my bards are definitely Vinny and Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
Vinny like hooked me up. He gave me a brand new skateboard. He gave me DVDs, skate DVDs. What else? He ran me to the store because my car's in the shop, and I made some pepperoni rolls.
Yeah.
What else? I know I'm forgetting something. He helped me out a bunch this past couple weeks. So, yeah, and we made a skate video too. So I'll end the video with that.
Yeah. Heck
Well,
yeah.
we made like three videos, but I just made one with our boy Rob. We haven't skated with him in like 10 years, so I got some footage of him, put together a little clip. It's going to be a part of a bigger video eventually, but just a little highlight.
Heck yeah.
Young Rob, you might recognize him. You might know him. Yeah, Bill Vinny. And then, of course, the cousin, who it was also his birthday yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, today, or yesterday was his birthday, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Isaiah for throwing another game together.
Happy
Hell
birthday,
yeah.
dude.
Happy B-Day.
That was awesome.
Big 25.
Big 25. Quarter of a century. You made it.
You did it.
Did it. Oh, also, side shout out to Jacob, other Jacob that was there for that brisket.
Oh, yeah.
That brisket was fire.
Yeah, I wish I would have etten more.
Dude.
I left and I was like, dang, I should have grabbed some more.
For real, I was like, isn't it be rude if I just got like a to-go plate and just like shoveled on some brisket and some of that mac and cheese?
I want some right now.
It was good. I got a big chunk, I put it on the bun, and I got a scoop of mac and cheese and put that on top, and I was just sitting there. I didn't talk to anybody, I didn't look at anybody, I was just in love with that sandwich.
Smashing.
Dude, just big old brisket. But yeah, big shout out to that. That food was awesome.
Yeah, he did pulled pork and brisket.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, if you can throw some money, that's cool. If not, eat it anyway.
No, you didn't pay for it. You don't get it. Sit here and...
Shout out to Isaiah's, one of Isaiah's brothers, Sean, right here, our other cousin, for putting in them hours on Starfield.
Ooh, 67 hours.
On record. Yeah.
19 hours the past 2 weeks. So he's been playing for over a month. At least.
Yeah, he just had his second kid. Dude's...
Did he really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Pretty sure not that long ago. Yeah, he just had his second kid. He's working full-time, but he's getting in them Bethesda hours.
Dude, you
Like
gotta
a
sneak
boss.
it in when you can. For real. When my first was born, John, was when Fallout 4 dropped. And he was only a few months old. And I remember just like sitting there. I had one foot on his little chair thing, and I'm rocking him. And I'm sitting there with the controller, just playing Fallout 4. He's listening to those old like 1950s bops.
Cool.
Yeah, listening to radio and everything like that. And I'm just murdering people. But you gotta make it work, man. Just because you have kids doesn't mean you have to stop doing what you love. It's just a little harder.
Yeah.
A little bit more compromising.
I think Sir Edrock forgot about video games for like 8 years.
Yeah, I know. You dragged him back into it, dude. Now every time I talk to that dude, he's like, yo, check out this game. You been gaming, bro? Trying to fiend? You trying to fiend?
Yeah, he's been looking for a game to really get addicted to.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's not Turtle WoW.
No.
There's just too much to learn, I think, in that game.
It's yeah, that is something to keep in mind. I mean,
There's so much to learn.
We've been playing since, I mean, like, not playing the whole time, but we played back in, like, high school. So, like, having that knowledge already, and then off and on, sort of through the years, at least for me, and then coming back to it, I was like, oh yeah, no, I know this game. I just gotta remember the fine details.
We gotta find him that game, but he mainly goes to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, I pull out the Vita, he busts out the Harry Potter.
Heck yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Dude, I've been playing the HD God of War.
The first God of War?
No, I went to the second one because, like, I've tried to play the first one so many times and I just get uninterested, like, real quick. But I started playing the second one. I'm like, man, this is awesome. Badass.
Yeah, I've got, I know I played the first two God of Wars, and then I have the PSP God of War.
That's it. That's 1 and 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I guess I have it too.
Yeah. And then there's 3, and then
Ragnarok.
Yeah, they just came out with that new one.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so...
You got a troll?
Yeah, let's get our trolls out of the way. My troll's definitely gonna have to be Jaden, my nephew, who just always starting trouble with everybody.
Oh no.
And then does a good job at, like, playing the victim, even though he clearly is the one starting trouble with everybody. So, shout out to that little bag of shit.
Oh no.
How about you?
Screw them kids. Yeah, you know what? They weren't attacking me. They didn't do anything wrong. But what's really been annoying me the past week, 2 weeks, has been trying to bid on stuff. I spent over a week, man, trying to win a good bid, trying to get some like a thing, a lot of like 9 Game Boy Advances, or like, oh, there's a bunch of cool like Game Boys just all mishmashed together. I'll bid, and I'm doing like a little minimum bid, just staying competitive. And then because of the time zones, I'm going to bed. Everyone in Japan's waking up kind of deal.
Yeah.
I come back, and all of a sudden my $30 bid now is like at $297. And I'm like, I can't bid that much.
Oh,
like,
dang.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's people here or other countries bidding on their websites, or for some reason, like, Japan's just really going hard on their Game Boys, buying them. It's got to be the modders. I'm sure it's the modders, or just, they can make a ton of money off of it. They have a lot more money to go off of. And per unit, the price is still good. It's just I don't have $300. Like, I got $100 in that wallet, and I was like, that's my cap right now. If I can't get something for $100, this isn't the website for me. So, yeah, I got real lucky that I got something, but it took like a week of just constantly failing, because out of nowhere I go to sleep and then I wake up and freaking dudes buy out the whole thing, or it's like, you have $400, and I'm like, bless you, you have it.
What do you let's say are you going to replace the screens or anything, or are you just
if they're broken?
What if they're just if they're fine?
If they're fine, I'm just gonna kind of clean them off, you know.
Just like clean up the thing and sell it. Maybe a custom paint job.
Maybe, yeah.
What do you think you should sell them for? Because they play Game Boy.
They play Game Boy Advance and they play DS, like a regular Nintendo DS.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they'll play Game Boy Advance,
but
and
not
DS.
or does it play like original Game Boy?
Mm-mm.
Game Boy Color?
Nope.
It's just Advance and DS games.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which is still cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's still a lot of games you can play. But yeah, they always made the Game Boys backwards compatible with like the last era.
That's so fair. And they better do that with the new Switch. Because if not, dude, like, that's just self-destruction. Like, what are you guys doing?
Dude, I've been saying this with the digital store. They should just be having digital versions of all their old games.
Yeah.
Like, how hard is it? Those files are tiny.
I'm sure at one point their method, the same that GameStop does, really unfair method of destroying old stuff so that people buy the newer stuff. Yeah, that worked at one point. Guess what? Ain't working anymore.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. I honestly don't even know how much a DS will go for since they killed the eShop. You know? Because you can't buy like the cool like custom backgrounds and skins or like even digital games.
Yeah, DS Lites you usually see like $40 minimum.
Yeah, yeah. So I am sure as long as I can get enough of them working, I can make my money back really easily.
Yeah.
But I would like to make a decent amount of money. That way I can buy.
I think if you sell two of them, you'll make your money back.
That's why I wanted like a big batch of them.
Yeah.
Because like if I bought a Game Boy for $100 and it doesn't work and I've got to sink another $50 into it and I can only get like $100 out of it, it's like, so.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, $50 for 20 units, roughly. I mean, that's like $2 and some change per console that I paid for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So that it's really good profit margin.
Yeah.
So, but
so you have no idea how much the shipping is?
Not till they weigh it. Not till they pack it and weigh it. So I've just got to hope I have enough, and if not, I got to throw more on the wallet.
Honestly, I can't even imagine that weighs too much.
No. A few pounds. Well, probably more than a few pounds.
Maybe 10 pounds? Not even?
Yeah. I would say probably around 10 pounds with all of like because they're going to bubble wrap everything individually and pack it in there and the box and all the units.
Let's go.
Yeah. Because DSs are like a pound. Well, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know.
They need to get on that.
Yeah, I would really appreciate that because
I'm ready.
I'm still doing research. There's still a few more like things I need. I get that. Like I'm not really like I'm ready to go right at this instant. But at the same time, man, like I'm so hyped to like start modding. I really want to get into modding. But yeah, it's just been a fight. I finally caught a break and got that. Won that auction, but it was hard and I was discouraged and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, nah, I'll give it 1 month. That was like my thing is like, I'm going to try and get something. I'm going to try for a month. If I can't get anything good for a month, this isn't the site. And if I can't get anything good for less than $100, it's not the site, and that's just that was my limit. So took me a little over a week, but I got it.
Good shit.
Yeah, I'm dude, I'm so hyped.
Let's go.
I honestly, like, I'm gonna be making a lot of them for people. Just anybody that's interested. And I was like, listen, my guy.
It's gonna feel real good when you get like a 3DS or something.
Yeah.
XL, repair that, and then sell that for like $150.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the DS are probably like the cheaper, like one of the cheapest things you can do, like Game Boy wise.
I'll tell you what, dude. People are freaking demanding them. You try to sell one. I sold one, and I had like probably 15 people hit me up wanting it.
Yeah?
Yeah. And like a lot of people bailed, but a lot of people were like, dang, like I might make this drive.
Yeah.
And yeah, the dude I sold it to was super happy. It's crazy. Because like, I'm thinking like, why don't these people want a 3DS and like mod it and have it just like packed full of awesome games?
You would think, yeah.
But yeah, it's people still want DS Lites, they still want DSs, still want everything. You could sell that original Game Boy quickly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I clean it up, dude. I mean, it's covered in grime and stuff like that, and it's missing the battery cover. But
what are you going to do? Soak it in like alcohol or something and scrub it?
Yeah, so usually what you do is you take the board out of it, all the electronics, and just get it down to like plastic components, and you can just soap and water that and just like scrub it with like a soft brush. And then all the electronic components, you get at least 91% isopropyl alcohol, and you can just Q-tip that on or even use a soft toothbrush with that and clean all the electronics and the boards, make sure the connections are good. If anything needs resoldered, you resolder it. Any parts are like burnt out or broken, you replace, and you just slap it back together. And ideally it should just fire right up, but if
are you going to purchase a little tester, the little power tester thing?
Yeah, I need to get one of those too.
Yeah.
I gotta get them? Probably anywhere between like $30 and $50. And then I need a soldering iron, and then all of like the solder, the flux, blah 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 that goes along with that.
We should have flea markets.
Yeah, I need to start hitting up flea markets not only for that stuff, but also for like retro gaming stuff.
Yeah, we need some Game Boy games Game Boy Advance games to pop up in here.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I had the money, I was at the flea market a while ago, a few months ago, and there was a GameCube with a controller and all of the cables for $60. And if I had the money, I would have picked it up, working or not. Because, I mean,
yeah,
there's no way you can find a GameCube for $60 right now. It was probably trash.
No, they're not bad price.
Are they?
Yeah, we can look it up on eBay, actually.
Is it just the original Game Boys that are stupid expensive?
Well, actually, let me look on, if I can. Let's do like a local search.
Like Facebook Marketplace or something?
Yeah. Let's see what's people. Troll Bard Tavern.
Yeah, I've been using it too to search the Marketplace. Because I don't have a Facebook. Also, shout out to Troll Bard Tavern at Facebook. We post a lot of stuff there. We're hoping to post more, but hey, follow us. Check us out. All our social media. In fact, Twitter, Instagram. Freaking, yeah. And obviously, Spotify podcast and our YouTube channel. Bunch of playthroughs. Junk like that. Yeah.
Alright, I did 60 miles, so it's a stretch. Yeah. Well, 100, This is a pretty good price.
That is a pretty good price. Yeah, for 2 games.
Three
games.
I know I saw one a couple days ago for $40 without just the console.
Yeah.
So there's like, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, we've got my original console. I just don't have any of the cords or controller or anything for it.
Yeah, you could have definitely flipped it.
Oh, yeah. I know I could have made money off of that. I mean, at the very least, using the cables and the controller to get mine working, and then between the two of them, any spare parts to fix them up.
Dude, the games we
Yep.
we gotta hit up like I don't know, the elders in our family and be like, yo, is there any boxable games?
That's what I told my mom. I was like, listen, if you find a game with or you find a box with any stuff in it that you're like, oh, this might be Jacob's, I want it.
Yeah.
Like I told her, I was like, I don't
give it away.
Yeah, seriously, I don't care if it's full of like old like lollipop wrappers or whatever the crap. We're just like, oh, these are Jacob's, and it's just like all this stuff. It's like, no, please, anything that might be mine, please give to me, because I'm really hoping that all of my old Game Boy games are just sitting in a box somewhere. Because I had the Zoids game, I had freaking Kirby games, I had Pokemon games from the older gens. Man, I had so much stuff. The only thing I have with me now are a few randoms and my DS games. And 3DS games.
Games start at $5 unless stickered.
Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Street Fighter's still in the box. It's wild. It was never a thing that occurred to me that I should save the cardboard box that the stuff came in.
Yeah.
I always threw that away so quick.
Yeah, you did.
Because it's like, why would I hang on to a cardboard box?
You would immediately throw that shit away.
Yeah, if I wanted the game. I didn't care about the box. What am I going to do with the box? And now it's like, oh man, if I would have kept the box, it'd like double in price.
I usually would keep boxes just so I could use it to store shit in.
Yeah. Well, they had those little plastic cartridge holders.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of those. So I was like, I don't need this box. I've got these things. So I'd like click it in its little safe and hang out. Oh, they got the decal stickers. Heck yeah. I just wanted a wireless adapter. It's freaking sweet. Look at them games. Mario Sunshine. Got Spyro.
We just need to find like the right deal at the right moment on when it comes to GameCube games, because they're all like $100 each.
Mm-hmm.
For some odd reason.
Oh man. But all I do now is that if I can make some money modding, I can go buy more stuff, get more Game Boys, make more money modding, build up a nice little nest egg, and then we can start hitting these flea markets and stuff.
And then we can remodel the tavern.
Bruh. Get some new equipment, get some new gear.
Let's go. Episode 26.
Is it?
I don't know.
Episode 20-something.
I think it's 26.
26 it is. It's older than Isaiah.
Oh yeah. Any last words?
Any last words?
Put them up.
Put your dukes up. As always, folks, you know, if you need the money, you need the money, but if you can hang on to your old stuff, all those memories, hang on to them. Maybe one day you'll be able to share them with somebody younger, or just enjoy them yourself. I've always regret the stuff I either gave away or sold or got rid of. Wish I would have just hung on to more stuff. You know, got a storage unit or something, just to stash all my little stuff away. So, yeah. I don't know. Save you hundreds of dollars later when they're antiques. Just throw them in a box for now.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
My words of advice, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Play video games.
Stay out of my garden. Get my tomatoes.
Get off of my porch.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Check out our social media.
Peace.